Liverpool now know who they will face in the next round of the FA Cup. We've got Galatasaray coming up tomorrow, and there's big news about that game. And have we got an agreement for a manager in the summer? Or are we keeping slot? People, sit back and relax. It's Monday night. You already know. Let's chop it up and get into it.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-ish.
See, now you're tuning in. It's the main free back again. Ripping LFC to the end, so go on, tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions. We the best, we come again. Kop-ish clean up in every region. Elevation in every season. Cal dropping all the fast match, dropping real rap. And Drifty go on, tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kop-ish. This is Kop-ish. Reppin' Liverpool to the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that. This is Kop-ish. This is Kop-ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-ish.
And big up everyone, and welcome to Monday Night Live, where we're going to chop up all the biggest news and get ready for the week ahead. Before we get into that, people, please make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, and make sure you hit that hype button. A lot of people don't know about the new hype button. If you scroll along, you will see a hype button. Hit that and hype us up. Hype, yeah, like the old school man them know already. We are also sponsored by okjersey.com, people, where you can get the finest jerseys at top quality price. If you hit the link in the description, you will be sent straight through, or you can currently see a QR code in the top left of the screen. If you scan that code, you will literally be taken straight through. And trust me, the World Cup coming up, you want to make sure you get hold of some of those beautiful shirts that they have on display. As I said, I'm getting that Senegal shirt with Mane on the back, so I know what I'll be wearing during the World Cup. But yeah, make sure you do that, people, and you won't regret it. Callum, my friend, what's up, bro?
Not too bad, bro.
No.
Just scrolling through some stuff online. All good, man.
Okay. I saw a conversation that you guys had a little earlier on a Sam show. I saw my name getting thrown around after Hassan messaged me saying apparently I deserve smoke because I gave Virgil a higher rating than Mo. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll have to get into that some other time. But big up Hassan if you're watching, bro. I'm really not sure why I deserve smoke for that, but okay.
He believes Mo was better than Virgil, and in the Wolves game, just gone.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know why I need smoke for that, because I think everyone was on. I mean, you even defended me in the argument of like, but Virgil was better than Mo, though. So it was like, but yeah. We love our brother. Big up your damn selves, Hassan, every time. Yeah, I would. The Senegal shirts, guys, go and look how beautiful the Senegal shirt is as well. I'm not just getting it because it's Mane. Go and look how nice it is as well. It's such a nice kit, man. But yeah, we have a few real talking points that I think is going to get the chat a little heated tonight, bro, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I'm actually glad I'm hosting because now I don't have to give my opinion. This will be fun.
No, you still have to give your opinion.
Bro, I'm just a host today, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna kick back and relax. Hello, what's going on?
What's going on? I'm hearing that you're hosting.
Yeah, bro. So I get to relax and you know, fires now. I'm gonna do a map. I'm gonna spark some fires tonight. I don't know if you know any of the topics that we're going to be talking about, Matt. If you do, don't look in the notes. If you don't, sir, because
No. I won't even look at the notes. I won't even look. I generally don't know.
Okay,
Big up the chat. I generally don't know.
All right, you know what? Let's do it. I'm going to start off provocative instead of going with the biggest news.
Yeah, big pause on that.
Starting off being provocative.
That's
What's a pause with that? What, provoking people is a pause now? What's going on? Hold on.
Pick and choose the sentence structure, Drift, man.
I was gonna say. Think of the last word.
I'm going to start off by being provocative. Guys, I think pause is, we're taking the pause thing a little too far.
It's up to you, man.
No, come on. We're taking it too far. Anyway. Let's get back.
Yeah, go on.
Let's get back at it.
No.
Right. While I'm feeling like I'm going to provoke a very negative response in the chat, you know about this. I think Cam, who does know. Reports coming out today A very replicable, bit of information. Matt's already what I'm gonna say. I can see it.
No, you're glitching as
Yeah, I was
well.
gonna
You're
say, I
kind of
thought
going
Maj- yeah, I thought
like
Maj actually
Megatron.
moved.
You sound like
Oh, don't
Megatron
lie.
right now.
Am I
Yeah,
right
Yeah,
now?
you're
What's
good now.
going
You're
on?
good now.
Yeah. You
Oh.
seem like you're right now. You're doing the
Okay,
Megatron.
fair.
I thought you're gonna do the yeah.
I don't know.
Calm down.
I don't know. Do you know what? It's FSG. It's FSG.
Chill.
FSG unit.
Right. So German publication Bild have released a statement today that says that Liverpool are happy with our centre-back options and therefore will not be going after Schlotterbeck. So on the back of that news, I already know what Cal's going to say. So I'm going to start with Matt so Cal can build up the anger. Because like I
There's
said...
no anger.
Matt, talk to me, my brother. Schlotterbeck, no-go. Liverpool are happy with their options. Now, what I will say before we get into it, because, again, I'm trying to be a good host. Could it be good news on the back of bad news? Could this be? They already know Ibu's staying, hasn't been released, but they know he's staying. So therefore, they're like, well, we've got the young buck coming in, Jake in the summer. Maybe they keep Gomez. Ibu stays. Virgil's here. We got Leone recovering. They're thinking, we don't have, with Ibu staying, we're good. Like, we're all good. So could the good news out of that be Ibu staying? Talk to me, Matt.
That's probably... All right, here's the thing. So we got to be real. With our centre-back situation, I still feel like even if Ibu stays, still got Leone, Jake's going to arrive in the summer, but he's arriving with an injury. Still got Virgil. That's like the best case scenario if Liverpool are trying to say we don't need a centre-back and maybe Konate is staying. But I still feel like after... especially what's happened this season, like Cal would say, we need 5 centre backs, and I think it's perfect if
we'll have 5 centre backs, mate.
No. So right now, as things stand right now, Virgil, Ibu, Gomez, Leone, Jake. That's 5, right?
Yeah,
but I'm on the assumption that if Konate stays, I think if Konate stays, I think Gomez leaves.
But let's go with the only assumption being Ibu staying. So he's still got a year left.
Listen, even if Ibu stays,
let's say Gomez stays.
All right, let's say Ibu stays. If Ibu stays,
and Gomez, let's say they both stay.
And Gomez, then I guess for Liverpool, it kind of doesn't make sense from that perspective, like that. But that's a perfect case scenario, though. And I just don't see it as... Like, I'm not saying Ibu's not going to stay, but from all the stuff that was coming out over the last week or so, a lot of it was like, Real Madrid are back in for him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that would have surprised me. I never thought that they weren't not in for him. I just think that was just talk, so they could kind of like not seem like they're trying to like get onto us again, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? But, bro, I think with Schlotterbeck, I think if we don't go in for him, I think it's because apparently Madrid really want him as well, innit? And I think that we might have been rejected and we might be trying to do the Jude Bellingham thing, if I'm being honest. That's just my take on it, because he's been linked heavily, bro. And remember, Madrid needs centre-backs more than we do, believe it or not. Remember, they've got Huijsen and a crocked Militao, a crocked Alaba, and a crocked Rudiger. They've practically got 1 centre-back, and they've got that youngster. They need that centre-back more than us. So if we don't go and get Schlotterbeck, that kind of tells me that he might have favoured Real Madrid, personally. That's just my take on it, though.
So, Cal, that being said, what would you say if I also told you, not only do we have those 5 centre-backs already, we also did just buy that youngster, Ndai, who's 17. So he's at that point where he's probably going to maybe slightly be integrated into the first team as a 6th choice, the way Rio has been integrated as a 17-year-old. That's quite a lot of options, actually, to be fair. That would be 6 centre-backs already. Do we need another centre-back?
Yeah, absolutely. I love Joe Gomez, but he can't be relied on because of his fitness. He can't be relied on. When Joe Gomez plays, I very rarely have an issue with him playing. 7-8 times out of 10, Joe Gomez is fine. The problem is we only probably get him about 3 times out of 10 in terms of availability. Leone just coming back from an ACL injury. There is no pressure I'm putting on Leone. Leone is now my 5th choice centre back because there is no way you can rush him as a kid back and expect him to just pick up where he left off from. Xhaka is coming off the back of an injury, coming into a new league as well, and is 20 years old. I don't think Ibu stays. I think Ibu's going to go. I think if he would have got, I think he wants to stay, but I just don't think he's happy with whatever the offer is, or there's been a breakdown in my opinion. So I don't think he's staying. Ultimately, that would leave us with Virgil, who's going to be 36 next season, Leone, who's come back from an ACL injury, and Xhaka, who's come back from a shoulder injury and brand new to the league. If we don't believe we need at least one centre-back, and then maybe one utility centre-back, such as a Geertruida, then I shudder to think what's going on. If Konate stays, then I think we only need one. But as of right
so
now,
let me pivot.
Let
me quickly say something. I don't know if I'm going to spoil the show, and I promise you, have a look to the notes. Are you going to speak about a certain midfielder later? Because I wanted to speak about wages, but I don't know what's...
Well, I don't know what midfielder you're thinking of, but there is a midfielder that I want to talk about. Yeah,
the one that re-signed.
Oh no, I'm just going to pivot into that right now. I've got another midfielder I want to talk about later as well. Okay. So let's pivot into that now. Obviously, big up to everyone.
I don't want to hear Grav as a centre back. We're not saying that.
No.
What
I was gonna say. Okay, go on, Jeff.
I'll set you up. So
yeah.
So big up to everyone who watched the video I did yesterday on the situation with Grav. Obviously, over the moon. Personally, I haven't even spoken to the boys actually about what their views are on it. I'm over the moon about it.
Same.
But the one thing I will say that sparked a lot of talk amongst the Liverpool fan base is, and I'll set you up for this one, Matt, the fact that with Gakpo being on 250 and now it's rumored 280 is what Grav's got now. Are we entering the realm now where every wage now for any important player is going to be very high? Like when we get into the 280 a weeks and all that, we're getting into that realm of high wages now. Do you get what I'm saying? Is this now, Matt, part of the issue possibly with Ibu? And if so, why would Gravenberch deserve 280? Gakpo deserve 250, but Ibu wouldn't deserve 280.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna speak about. So the rumors are that he's on Gravenberch, big him up. He deserves his new contract. I know some people in the fan base were getting kind of weird if Gravenberch said he's not good enough and X, Y, and Z. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Because we do this all the time. Like, do you know what would happen, Drift? Just quickly, Gravenberch, let's say Gravenberch doesn't agree new deal. He goes to another club and he bads it up, and we're like, we should have just given him the money. Diaz, yeah, that whole thing again. So I'm so glad that Liverpool sorted it out, right? Cool. He's going to improve, by the way, guys. Like, he's not going to stay the same player. Just to let people know.
Was he 23?
Now, when it comes to the weight, what's that?
Was he 23? I think
Grav's like 24 now, 25.
I feel like he's still 23.
He still can't be 23.
One of the two. Well, he was 21 when we bought him.
Is he not 24 or something?
If he's 20, even if he's 24, you're right. He's still coming into his peak though. That's what I'm saying. Like, regardless of whether he's 23, 24, he's still got his whole career ahead of
people are saying he's 24. Oh, he's 24. What?
Yeah,
okay, so he's either 23 or 24. Point being is, he's a serious talent, and I'm so glad we're gonna see his prime years at Liverpool. Right now, this is where it gets a bit techie. Although Gravenberch, you could say, in today's market, the quality that he brings, maybe he does kind of garner like that kind of wage. Ibu Konate is going to be looking at that and thinking, well, my body of work has been from when I stepped into the club. Yes, I've had a couple of injury hit seasons and whatnot, but my body of work can't be denied. And he's looking at the landscape now thinking, well, if Cody's got a reported 250 and Grav has a reported 280, if I'm Konate, I'm asking for minimum 240. I don't care if I'm a defender, bro. Maybe even 250.
bum that
being,
up, bro.
But no, but you know why Matt's got a
no.
point,
But
though,
I'm
Cal?
saying that's minimum. So even
Yeah.
because, so in my opinion, Kanate, in my opinion, is more valuable than Gakpo. It's a lot harder to find a Kanate in the market than it is a Gakpo.
That's what I'm saying. So how can, if he's more valuable than Gakpo, how can you
Yeah.
be putting him on 250 then?
No, because
Well,
Gakpo's on.
wouldn't
Oh
that be
no, because
predicated-
Gakpo's on 250. I forgot. Yeah, so Gakpo's on
Wouldn't
250.
wouldn't that be predicated though, guys? On, and again, I'm not saying I necessarily agree with this, but it seems to be the landscape of football, and it was a big argument with Trent. Defenders have to be like exceptional for people to accept their own wages that strikers are on, because everybody always has that notion strikers deserve more. Whether you
But
think
we
it's right or
effed
wrong,
up.
that's the notion in football.
No, but
right?
we effed up with the Gakpo thing. This is how I see it. We've effed up with Gakpo. Gakpo's Dutch. He's told his Dutch teammate. Gravenberch is Dutch. He's got his bag.
Oh, we're running
Kanate's not
agendas
Dutch.
on the Monday night show. Okay.
Kanate is not Dutch. Therefore, I'm just saying. But he's gonna, all jokes aside, he's gonna know how much these men are.
Is that what we're saying?
No.
Let's be-
All jokes
let's-
aside, he's gonna know. Remember, they're brethren, yeah. It's like if we work at in retail, yeah. But obviously, yeah, we're working in retail. Man might say, "Oh, bro, I've got my pay rise, yeah." And because we're close tight brethren, man might be like, "Yeah, they gave it to me. Still, you try and get yours as well." It's just normal. Like you might say something. You're not gonna say it to everybody, but to your close brethren or whatever, you might let them know. Boom, or a ballpark.
I personally wouldn't. I think that's the only thing I didn't.
No. I understand that, but some people might say like a ballpark figure. They're not going to tell you exactly their take-home wage, but they might say, "Yeah, man's on around them time." Like just to kind of, bro. Kanate's not stupid, and he's been negotiating way longer. This is what makes Kanate's one more dangerous. He's been negotiating longer than the others. He's seen two people get serious pay rises, and I reckon his wage demands of about 300, which reportedly is. I can't sit there now and say they're outlandish. At first, I used to say maybe it's a bit much for Ibid, maybe 250. But bro, after seeing what Gravenberch and what Coty have gotten, if I'm Kanate and I'm not getting like at least matching Gravenberch, why am I resigning? What? Because I love the club.
Well, I think it's a little bit crazy to think that everybody now is always going to go, you see what, Cody? Yeah, you're shit. I should earn more than you. Like, that's hella shady if that's
No,
the
but his
narrative
body of
we're gonna
work,
run
Drift.
every time.
Kanate's body of work can match up to anyone's in recent years. Because remember, remember, Kanate came in what, the 22, 23 season, I think it was?
No, 21, 22.
Was it 21, 22?
His first
Yeah.
season was our quad chasing season, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he's been there before Mac, he's been there before Grav, he's been there before Gakpo, he's been there before enough players, and we can't act like he's been a scrub. Again, he's been injured for about 30% of his Liverpool career. I'm just giving you an example. But for the other stuff, he's been immense, bro. Yes, he has his days where people will crash out and whatever, but bro, it's hard to replace in the market, fam. It's hard.
Oh no, facts. So Cal, just to finish up on this whole situation, then, do you believe that it is a can of worms, or are we going too far? We just compare every contract now to Cody, because it almost feels a little shady as well. Like, because we're doing a comparison because we're like, oh, he crap and don't deserve it. Do you know what I mean? Like, because when Mo got money and when Virgil got money, we didn't care because we felt they deserved it. So is it fair that we keep beating Cody with this? It's your fault and we shouldn't give you the money, and like every time we're doing the comparison, or is it justified?
It's justified because Liverpool have played themselves into this position. Look, when Virgil and Salah got their salaries, they had been at the club for what, 8-9 years, and had arguably been the best in their position in those 8-9 years. You could arguably say, to quote someone that I know, they're getting back pay. Like, let's be real about it. They were on salary. They were on good salaries, but they weren't on salaries that were the highest in the league, and they weren't on salaries that were the highest in the world. And if they're considered to be the best in the world, and we wanted to keep them, then I think you, in my opinion, have to honor that. The question comes into this: are we a big club or are we not? Because if we are, then this should be just one of those things, isn't it? Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't go and buy a Lamborghini and then complain about the insurance price to run the Lamborghini or the petrol prices. If you have a Lamborghini, you're gonna have to spend a bit extra when it comes to maintenance and all those other things. It just is what it is.
£500 on a light bulb, Cal.
What I complain about? Don't get the Lamborghini then. You can't, like, you simply can't complain about having a Lamborghini if you don't want to pay the maintenance.
One.
Yeah, exactly. So my thing is this. Should is Gakpo worth 250k a week? Probably not. Is Gravenberch
Probably not,
worth,
did you say?
No, hear me out. If Gravenberch worth 280k a week, probably not. But the market is the market, right? And it is what it is at this point. If we want to keep these players, we're gonna have to pay them a premium. Maybe you go down the route because at the moment we're heavily a lot of the contracts, if I'm not mistaken, are heavily incentivized, right? Take away the incentives and just do the flat fee. Like, so they'll probably end up balancing out throughout the season if we win stuff. If they don't win stuff, then you cash in. But you look at some of what the other clubs are playing their players. I use Arsenal as an example. Arsenal have got Kai Havertz on 280 grand a week, Gabriel Jesus on 265k a week, Saliba 250k, Odegaard 240, Rice 240, Gyökeres 200, and Bukayo Saka 195. I don't really hear any Arsenal. I don't hear anyone talking about
Saka's
Arsenal.
onto the net now, Cal. He just signed his new deal, remember?
But it goes to, I don't hear any Arsenal fans talking about player salaries. They just want to win.
No, they definitely have an issue with Jesus and Havertz's salary. They talk about it all the time.
But I don't think you'll hear anything about at the end of the season if they win stuff. So my thing is this. We want to win stuff. We want to keep our best players. In order to do that, sometimes you're going to spend a little bit more money. It is what it is. If Gravenberch if the club feel he's worth 280k, then cool, you give him 280k. If he doesn't prove himself, then you sell him. Simple as. But at least you've maintained his value somewhat, rather than just letting his contract continue run down. But now, here comes the thing. If you're giving Grav and Gakpo 250 and 280, you're gonna have to compensate the rest of the guys. Because there's no way you can sit there and go to Szoboszlai now, and we're gonna put you on 200. Because Szoboszlai is gonna look at that and go, "You're having a laugh." Because I've carried this team this season. And I'm probably going to have to carry it next season if we don't get any midfielders as well.
I remember I told you that I'm feeling provocative today. The company who he signed with, who Cody signed with, is a company called SIG. They're a Dutch company. All three of their owners are Dutch. And he is their highest profile client. Could that roll in them like really pushing for a big deal? Because remember, them as an agency need to be able to prove to other players they can get them good deals so people sign with them. So do you think that might have been why they've pushed and managed to be able to pull this off? Maybe the Dutch connection, since we are Dutch FC.
Nah, that's standard. That's standard for any agency. They're going to try and get the best deal for their client because.
But how did they manage to actually pull it off though? If nobody feels he's worth it, Tyler Morton's under their umbrella, by the way.
Yeah, but clearly the club think that they are.
So was Nico O'Reilly, actually.
I think the club made a massive mistake. Listen, I know this is going to sound like, again, it's bias. I think Cody Gakpo, listen, up until this season, you might have said, maybe Gakpo could earn around 180, 200. I think the 250 just makes it sound like it's just enough. Maybe Cal didn't.
Saying you man don't rate Gakpo anymore?
No, listen to what I said. I said up until this season, I think Gakpo you probably would have given an extension to, in my opinion. But it's just that the wages of 250 to seem just a bit on the high side. If it was like a 180, 200, you might go, all right. It's that 250, right? You get into 300. With Gravenberch, getting now 280 and a reported it's a 6-year extension, by the way. Just let everyone know, it's 6 years. Liverpool are basically saying for Gravenberch, it's 6 years. It's a 6-year extension. Yeah. It doesn't run out until 2032. He'll be 30 when that happens. Yeah. Liverpool are basically saying that's the midfielder that we believe can go mad far. And you ain't seen. Remember, he's the youngest out of him. Is he younger than Szoboszlai?
Who
by about a year.
And he's younger than.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Yeah.
Szoboszlai must be turning 25. Turning 24.
Tristan, are you going to speak about McAllister or?
No, he wasn't one of the people on the agenda.
All right, because what I was going to say is, I don't know if you've seen it, and this kind of. So
I've seen the news.
Today,
I've seen what you. I've seen.
Yeah. So the dad says we're not in negotiations with Liverpool. What are you talking about, man? I don't know about no negotiations. We're not talking to them. And McAllister apparently said the same thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be real. McAllister's 26, going on. Is it 27? I think it's kind of obvious. Liverpool do not want to give McAllister that same wage that they just given Grab, in my opinion. For whatever reason, they don't think he's worth that. Because I feel like for them to say no negotiations and they're calm, I kind of feel like something's brewing there. I feel like something's brewing. Soboslai is the one where it's going to get mad techie. Because if Gravenberch can come on to 80, the reports of Soboslai from about a month ago asking for 300, does that sound mad now?
No, well, I mean, if you are player of the season, arguably, and I'm talking in the league, I'm not just talking about Liverpool. He's easily Liverpool's player of the season. But I also believe that just because Liverpool aren't in a title race or whatever, why is he being like rich? I think Soboslai has been the player of the season. I'm struggling to look at any player who's been as consistent as Soboslai throughout the whole season. I don't care if he plays for City, Arsenal. I don't care who it is. I think Soboslai has been the most consistent player at a very high level for the whole season.
Semenyo should be within a shout. Rice should be in with a shout.
Which other player, sorry?
Semenyo and Rice should be in with a shout.
Semenyo is definitely a shout. I think that Rice isn't ahead of Soboslai.
Given his output, I think Haaland should be in the conversation as well.
I'll be real.
I don't know about 2 months of not doing anything in a title race. That is a little bit mad.
You won't like me saying this. I think Rice has been good, but I would say Bruno Fernandes more than Rice.
I agree with that. Bruno Fernandes has been better than Rice.
I don't think it's easily. I don't think somebody has been playing.
Elliot Anderson over Rice this season?
No. Gabriel, Arsenal centre back.
You don't think Elliot Anderson's had a better season than Declan Rice this season?
No, he hasn't.
Remember, it's not about a better player who's having a better season.
No, I rate Elliot Anderson. I think
Elliot Anderson has been better than Declan Rice this season.
Morgan Rogers has been better than Rice.
But that's not me saying he's better than Declan Rice. I think he's just having a better season.
Yeah, honestly, if you actually
go
back
and watch Rice, by the way, I still think he's cold. I'm just saying.
No, Rice has been good. There's no doubt, but it's a little bit like the Gabriel situation for me. Like if you take away the corner routine, which one of them takes the other on scores, you can't be player of the year for that because they don't do a great amount outside of that.
You can't take away that, especially for a centre back. He's getting
I'm just saying, player of the season cannot be a man who's just great at set pieces. Otherwise, what are we doing?
Gabriel isn't just great at set piece. Gabriel's been very good as a centre back this season. Like very good as a centre back. Who's been better than him as a centre back this season?
No, but I don't think any of the centre backs. I don't think any of the centre backs deserve to be player of the season, though.
No, but genuine question: who's been better than Gabriel this season?
I would say Gabriel's probably.
He has been.
Because at one point it was Virgil's been a bit as of late.
There's an argument to say Gabriel's been one of the best centre backs in Europe. If not the best centre back in Europe this season.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. If you look at the transition he made, even in the last couple of months, he's in the conversation for having as good of a season as Gabriel. He was brilliant at Crystal Palace, and now he's been brilliant again.
No, do you know what? I'll be real. Guehi's gone to Man City, and it's almost like he's playing still at Crystal Palace. You haven't seen him look like he's out of its depth. He's just. It's like it's plug and play for Guehi at City. It's plug and play. He's been immense. I'll be real, personally. But that's not taking away from anything from Gabriel. Gabriel's been immense.
The whole season has been the best.
Gabriel's been immense. I can't lie. He's been immense. There's no denying that.
Well, he hasn't been better than Soboslai, in my opinion, as an overall player this season. So, anyway. Yeah, Gabriel hasn't been better than Soboslai. Not for me.
Why, though?
Because Soboslai's just been better. He's playing at a higher level in a worse team, which is more difficult.
You could argue the other way, that Gabriel's the standout in the best team in the league. That's just as hard.
You know what? I'm never going to agree with anyone on this one. So, that's why I don't have a conversation about it. But we'll see at the World Cup, this Gabriel Saliba hype, when they're not protected by the Arteta system. We'll see it. Like I said, I don't want to do that. It seems like I'm being shady. That man ain't as good as... I watch Arsenal every week, and they're not as good as... I told you, it's Arsenal manipulation. But again, I don't want to go into that. Let's not talk about that.
I'm not being manipulated by Arsenal. You can't play down someone being good because you don't like the system that they're in, or the system's good. If the system's good, the system's good.
Just not as good as best in the league.
The thing is, even if I agree with you, and I kind of do, and I know what you mean, because I do think Arsenal when it comes to like if they have an agenda and they want to force it like it out there to the media. They are the best.
They're the best at it.
They're the
They're the
best.
best
However, I
at it.
will say this though. Two things can be right. I feel like they do that all the time. But I don't think you can deny it, in my opinion, and I hate to say it because I hate them. Gabriel probably has been their best player out of him and Szoboszlai, probably.
Szoboszlai's easily been our best player. Easy.
But I think the only thing that holds back Szoboszlai a little bit is because, remember, when there's been them 9 losses in 12, obviously you can still play well, but when you don't, not saying he didn't stand out, but like when you're going through all of that, you're getting kind of dragged down. I know you shouldn't because it's about personal accolades, about your personal performance, but personal performance did get affected due to us being so bad. Whereas because Arsenal haven't gone through that this year,
I feel
like if there's a level playing field, but you can't rewrite
out,
history,
man.
and we never went through that, then I think Szoboszlai has way more of a shout.
I
don't think it's fair to use the system protects them, because we all sat here and said that Trent was the best in the world when he was at Liverpool, and the system heavily protected Trent. The system heavily protected Trent.
Hate them, bro.
No, I didn't protect him. That was why we used to
love him.
That was why we used to get mad at him for not defending well. I don't think we protected him.
Our system, bruv, Konate lost years of his career protecting Trent. Henderson lost years of his career.
Covering and protecting are different. Yeah, we used to get players to cover for him, but we didn't protect him. That's why he used to get slewed all the time for his defending. We didn't protect him
because he didn't do what he was meant to do defensively. But none of us would have sat here and gone, Trent's only good because of the system.
That's an allowance.
So protection.
He was allowed to be more attack-minded. We didn't protect. The system didn't protect Trent. The system allowed Trent to flourish attacking.
So
but it didn't protect him.
Of course, the system protected Trent, bro. What do you think?
So why did we crash out on him all the time about him not defending properly? Then, if he was protected, we wouldn't have needed him to defend.
Because he still has a job to do, Drift, and he wasn't doing his job.
I don't think he was protected.
The system is you believe that the system protects Saliba and Gabriel, right? But if they kept on making blunders and mistakes and stuff, people would say the system protecting them, but they're still not doing their job. It was the same thing.
No, I'll give them credit. I'm not saying they're crap or they're rubbish or they're not playing well. I'm just saying when we talk about them being like the best and world class, I'm like, pump the brakes. No, watch when you see them in the system that isn't heavily defensive, and then you will realize they're not as good as you think they are. All of them look great in the system. Timber, Calafrio, everybody's looking good in that system, but as individuals, they're not as good as what they look. That's all I'm saying. They're not as good as what they're being made to look in that system.
Do you think there's been a better centre back in the league than Gabriel this season?
I definitely think Gahey is absolutely in the conversation for being as good at, if not better than, because he was brilliant at Palace and he's been brilliant since he went to City as well. And the Semenyo shout as well, that is a shout. He's actually been exceptional all season as well. So I hear that. Those people are in the conversation for real. But again, let's not get on the who's better than what. Let's get back to it. So I'm going to move on to the next topic, but we're still going to stick with the transfer news. So Morgan Gibbs-Rogers and Barella have both been linked with Liverpool. Let's just talk about this loosely because I don't even know how much I believe.
Hold on, did you just say what I thought you just said? You said it, you know.
Morgan Gibbs-Rogers, yeah.
Did you say it? I told you.
He said it just like you, fam. He said Morgan Gibbs-Rogers. I was like,
no, it was a deliberate wind-up. It was a deliberate wind-up.
No, Drift, don't try it. No, I saw you.
Go look at the notes. Actually, no. I literally wrote in the notes to remind myself to make the joke, honestly.
Oh yeah, you did. To be fair, he did. He's not lying. He's not lying.
Yeah.
Definitely had me fooled. I'll be real. Man's actually putting the notes Gibbs-Rogers, you know.
But yeah, no. So on that, just briefly, do you guys believe there is any truth that Morgan Gibbs-White or Barella are midfielders that Liverpool are looking at?
No,
Barella definitely not.
Definitely I don't see it, bro.
It feels like a 2021 post, don't it?
Yeah, it feels outdated. You know, like FHM, outdated.
I actually rate
when you're young.
I still make that.
I don't even know, bro. I didn't listen.
I just wouldn't
go to the top shelf, bro. It's out there. Barella and don't get me wrong, Gibbs-White is still a good player, but I just don't see how he gets into Liverpool's team now. And Barella, brother, man ain't done nothing since euros.
The only thing that made me think there's a possibility it could be true is if Inter Milan are desperate for money and we get him at a cut price, Liverpool do love a bargain.
He's 29.
So imagine if he's only going for like 25, 30.
I'm going to say something that the fan base won't like. Don't hate me for it, chat. Just forget what I said. You know when Men in Black does the and the white, we got to stop shopping in Italy. Leone is an exception. We got to stop shopping for these bargains. Nah, seriously, we got to stop these bargains.
He's 29 years old.
Chiesa,
We ain't doing
Barella, like, nah, bro.
The only way we're paying- the only
are
way
we
we're
all in
getting-
agreement that it probably is just a little clickbait for that one?
He's definitely.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, I could be wrong, Drift and Barella, there's still a player there, but whenever I've seen Barella, like, when did I watch Barella? Maybe like about a month or so ago, maybe.
Chat, you know, a couple of people in the chat made that point about the whole link with Curtis. Could it
I
be
am
like a
not
spot
selling Curtis Jones for Barella. You're out of your
thing?
mind.
No, neither am I. But I'm saying Liverpool, you never know. Like, I'm just
4 years ago, 5 years ago, I would have maybe done it.
Let me get this straight. We're gonna sell a 25-year-old Curtis Jones who's homegrown and
scout,
trained at
by
the
the
club for Barella, who's 29.
Sheikh,
No, I
Sure.
wouldn't do it. Obviously, I'm just saying, could there be like we've been linked with an
club's not
Inter
gonna
Milan
do it.
player, now they're linked with one of our players.
The club won't do it.
I can't believe Barella's actually 29 as well. Time flies. I remember
bro,
Barella
I don't
being like
listen. I know
21.
people are gonna say, "Oh, Barella, look at who's got." Go and watch Italian league. Go watch Barella, and I tell you, he's not the same player that you. Not saying he's like he's washed, but he's just not the same player. He's not. And don't get me wrong, I get it. There's a bit of a thing with Curtis Jones. There's this like thing that he's only here because he's Scouse. And no, Jones, in my opinion, is a good player. Is he good enough to start every week? Maybe not if everyone's like kind of like on form. But for me, he's good enough to be in the squad. That's just my thing, innit? Like, we shouldn't be looking to sell a player like Curtis Jones unless you're gonna upgrade on him substantially. So it will be you're getting rid of Curtis Jones and you're gonna get flipping. Who would be linked to? Or who would be your first choice midfielder, guys, right now? If you could get one right now.
Probably Wharton for what we need.
Something that it'd have to make sense.
I'm only allowed just one, like literally just one.
Just one. Whether it's
just
Elliot
one.
Anderson or Wharton, whoever, it's got. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Who would it be?
I'm gonna stick to Onana. I think he's the one who changes.
Okay. But what you guys have both said, you said Wharton, you said Onana. That makes sense. I understand the division. What Liverpool were trying to, if there is any truth in, Barella to Liverpool and Jones as a swap deal, yeah, we need to crash out as a fan base. That's unacceptable, in my opinion, anyway. That's unacceptable.
I hear it. I just wanted to put the little feeler out there in case anybody thought there could be something to it. But I hear it. Let's get ironically, we have some extra news now. Let me get through the on-topic supers and we'll move on. Big up Shakur every time. The Drift, what happened to the gaming stream on Friday? It's because we played, bro. Remember, Liverpool played and then me and Ram was going to do a gaming stream over the weekend, but then was both busy. I was really tired. But don't worry, though. This week, we'll definitely be back, bro. Definitely be back. Big up Chris, who says, good deal to protect the value, but no way he's worth 280. Talking about the Gravenberch situation. Big up Shawnee. Kanate once out. Real Madrid have been in his ear for days, the Rats. We will see. I'm going to still keep my faith on that one.
I don't like that, though. People said he's a rat, but it's so mad. You don't even know what he's been offered. If he's been lowballed, is he a rat for not getting the money that he deserves? This is what I don't understand.
We'll have to see how the whole thing unfolds to know if anybody's guilty of anything. Big up Eastwood every time. Do we keep Slot if we win the FA Cup and the Champions League? Looks like I'm not the only one who's being provocative today. Big up yourself, Eastwood. Chris says Sobo should be on minimum 300k and he should also be the vice captain. UK 8. FSG think Grav is worth 280 a week, but not Ibu. That's what we're wondering right now, bro. Big up for the super. We are so who's the bigger hater? Drift on Arsenal or 50 on oh man. I'm not gonna lie, there's one thing you don't want to do, and that's get in a beef with 50, man. My days.
Yeah,
it is relentless when you're in a beef with him. It's crazy.
I'm still picking you in Arsenal though, still.
Oh, I wouldn't even deny that either. Yeah, I own it. Ain't like I hide away from it.
Yeah, your hate for Arsenal needs to be studied. I can't lie. I thought I hated Arsenal, but your hate for Arsenal was on it. Like I thought I was bad, but
No, I hear it. I'm gonna get therapy over the summer. Don't worry. When I'm in the Canary Islands. Big up AMD. Says Sobo player of the season for me. Helped carry a struggling team whilst playing 8, 10, right mid and right back. Gabriel's been great in his position. Big pause. Big up G's. Yeah, I agree with that, bro. I do personally think it is Soboslai. I hate this narrative that you can only be player of the year if you're in a team who wins something. I can't stand. Then let's not make individual trophies then. Like if it's only ever going to be predicated on whether your team's won, then let's just get rid of individual trophies. Big up Sean, he says, Matt hiding Razzle in his paper. I see it. What's Razzle? Am I missing out on something?
No, Matt hiding Razzle in his paper. I see
I'm
it.
not sure. I'm not, bro. Surely I'm not sure what that means, brother.
I'm an unk, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be real.
Let us know in the chat, bro, what you meant without a super, bro.
There's Razzle Dazzle, and there's Rizla, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
Jamrock says, more than okay with Konate leaving. It's cool with me. You're a bit of a madman, Jamrock, but fair enough. Everyone's allowed their opinion. Big up Ash. Cal, who's your favorite commentator in UFC?
Oh,
is this an inside joke that we missed from before?
So obviously, you know, I've been getting my names a bit mixed up on previous streams. So I called Joe Rogan, Joe Gomez, and Ash caught me out yesterday.
Oh my!
Hold on, wait, what? What on the last event that happened the other day? The other night.
I was doing a Sanderson show yesterday, and I called Joe Rogan, Joe Gomez, and Ash caught it when it happened.
Brother, what is going on?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Do you know what it is? 2 hours sleep every night. That's what it is.
It's not just that. Obviously,
but it's getting worse.
No, it's because in the chat people are mentioning other names in it. So if I glance a name and if I'm speaking about something, then it happens, isn't it?
It doesn't happen. Bro, that's a big discrepancy. You know,
I personally think the Morgan Gibbs Rogers one was racism. But
yeah,
you know,
can I give counsel? Remember back in the day, yeah,
racing with the Joe Rogan and Joe Gomez one,
bro.
Yeah,
do you know how bad it is?
No, actually, that was because they're both. Oh no, there is no comparison.
Gonna say, you know, back in the day, yeah, when like we all worked in retail, like when we was younger, and they do the stock take and they do the whole. There's a big discrepancy, you know, like stuff's gone, like it's mad. That's what Kyle's on right now. Big discrepancy, bro.
Good.
Joe Rogan and Joe Gomez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Big up, brother Imran, who's 67 months, you absolute legend. Big up, my bro.
Big up Imran.
Everyone knows Imran is a legend of the
my brother, you know. Imran, madman.
And big up Ty. It's been a minute. I haven't seen a super from Ty for a little while. Big up Ty. I don't like the Ibu is a rat talk. I still maintain that the Jota loss has affected him and contributes to why he may want to leave. Too many memories. I think a lot of people aren't giving the grace to Ibu that his dad may have been ill as well, and then he's lost his dad recently as well. So he's been through a lot mentally this season.
Some people want fresh start. They want, it's so true. We don't think about it. We just think about the football. Like we don't really think about like the stuff behind the scenes too tough.
It's why I kept on saying the whole Trent rap stuff last season as well. Like, be careful what we're saying, innit? Because if you're gonna say that about Trent, you're gonna have to say that about everyone who leaves, and I don't think that's the case.
But remember, I do believe the Trent situation is way different to Ibu. Ibu isn't out here like ignoring what people are asking him, learning Spanish. He's not an academy player. He wasn't
where's the proof that, all jokes aside, where's the proof? Where's the actual proof that Trent was learning Spanish for 2 years?
I don't necessarily know if he was learning it for 2 years, but he was learning it long enough to be decent at it. And that you can't do that overnight. You just can't do that overnight.
Obviously, weren't overnight.
He was learning it long enough for it to have been during the season while he was stringing us along. I think that's what's annoyed everyone.
How was he stringing us along?
Because he was deliberately not saying anything, doing all this, and you know, like, come on, Carl, let's not revisit the history.
So I'm asking the question: if he's doing that in January, could you not argue that he might have wanted to stay in, but he just never got the offer that he wanted? In the same way,
Nah,
if
because
you might want
all
to
the
say
reports have said that he was offered. Was it 290? The report saying he was offered.
after he got that offer came after the Real Madrid was confirmed. Yeah, that's what was released.
Look, he's a
just
rat.
saying.
Trent is a rat, bro. I'm not gonna relive.
This is what I'm
it.
saying. Just let's not call players rats when one, we don't know the full story, and two, if we're gonna call Trent a rat, are we gonna have to call every single player who leaves Liverpool on a free a rat then? Because I don't personally agree with calling anyone a rat.
No, but
unless
it's
they actually show rat
circumstantial,
behavior.
bro. It's circumstantial. Ibu doesn't have the responsibility to the club as a youth player, as a scouser, there's different rules for different players. It's a double standard, and that's just life. But anyway, let's not get back into that. With the last super chat that we have, it actually takes me nicely into the next part of the show, guys. So the game is finished now as well. West Ham have won the penalty shootout that they went to with Brentford. It was actually a pretty good game from what I saw. So big up to those two on that battle. So it will now be West Ham at home to Leeds. But obviously the main talking point is that it will be Liverpool away at Man City. And obviously big up Chris says, of course we get City. The football gods hate us. Now, I don't want to do the conspiracy theory stuff, but there's a lot of people online talking about Joe Hart looked in the bag and knew what the numbers were. I don't know.
No way.
Swear that apparently there's footage of it. I haven't looked to see if I can find it, but apparently there's footage of it. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody has seen that. Let me know if it is true, because I don't believe in conspiracies like that. Although I do believe cup draws and stuff are rigged. But yeah, a lot of people are saying Joe Hart looked in and knew what number he was picking out. Like he knew the numbers and he knew what number he was picking out.
Nah.
I don't know. We'll have to go and see.
Nah. Let me see some.
But let's forget about that for a second, because that's a conspiracy theory at the moment. Guys, again, I don't want to talk about other clubs, but we're looking at two teams in Chelsea and Arsenal, especially Arsenal, who, when I talk about ease of FA Cup runs, these men could be going to Wembley in a semi-final, having played no Premier League opposition, while Liverpool and City have had to play not only each other now, but Premier League opposition every round. It is a bit nuts, isn't it, when you really think about the luck of the draw of like getting to these finals. Like we really could have done with Leeds or West Ham or, do you know what I mean? Or Southampton. We get the only team we don't want in the draw.
Facts.
Fucking Man City. I'll start with you, Cal. How do you actually, especially with the FA Cup being so important to Liverpool this season, how do you actually feel about the fact that we've actually got to play such a difficult game in the quarterfinal, bro?
It's annoying, obviously, but it's the luck of the draw. It's just one of those things. We haven't had much luck this season, and we're getting Man City. Look, maybe I'm a bit more resigned to not winning a trophy this season. Obviously, I say that now, but if we go out and lose to Man City, I'm still probably going to crash out, because that's just the nature of the emotion of football. But I don't really buy into this notion of there's a conspiracy theory against Liverpool or there's a conspiracy theory for Arsenal or Chelsea. It just is what it is, man. There's seasons where we've had very favorable draws and other teams haven't. There's seasons where we haven't had favorable draws and other teams have. It is what it is. Like, if we're gonna win these trophies, you just got to take the draw for what it's worth. Would I have liked to have got Port Vale at home? Absolutely. Did I want Man City away from home? Absolutely not. But we're here now, so it is what it is, man. And look, we sit there and talk about Man City. Am I confident about it? No. But have you seen Man City's running around that game? It is horrible. So if we're going to speak about conspiracy theories, Man City are just as peed off that we've got them as they are, we've got them, and vice versa. Because we're not the sort of game they want in the running they've got. They've got a horrid running. Arsenal are the team that's laughing right now. But again, just in terms of being fair, does anyone remember our last FA Cup win and the run we had to that?
No, I can't remember it. No,
we had Shrewsbury Town at home, Cardiff City at home, Norwich City at home, Nottingham Forest away, Man City in the semi-final, and Chelsea in the final. We didn't play a Premier League team until the semi-final either, and none of us.
Who did we have in the quarterfinal third that year?
Nottingham Forest, and we didn't complain and say that we're getting favourable draws. We just took the draws as it came. When we got to the final,
I'm not saying that they have to complain. Like,
no, but I'm just saying we can't sit here and say that there's some conspiracy theory or
Not
'Cause
conspiracy, but they be. I think the argument
Remember,
is
the conspiracy
very
is also
lucky,
about the, it's also
very
about the
lucky,
VAR
bro.
and
No,
all
no,
of that. But Liverpool have
they-
never had
Fortune
VAR.
favored them, innit?
No, they've been
This year, anyway.
they've been very fortunate with the draw, but we were very fortunate in
Hmm.
21-22. It is what it is.
No, but the conspiracy isn't just about that, Cal. It's about how deliberately favourable all the decisions are from VAR referee. Like if you watch the course of the season, they're getting away with murder. So people are annoyed with that, and then all of this, like the Champions League draw. God only knows how they managed to get such an easy run. Like everyone's just like, right, like they're getting hella luck. Fair play to them.
The Champions
There's less
League draw,
excuse to not win everything now, isn't it?
when we last got to the final of the Champions League, our Champions League draw is nice as well. I can't lie.
Yeah, but we weren't scumbagging results, Cal. We're a brilliant team who was winning fair and square. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole different. It's just a whole different, you know what I mean, situation. But but anyway, they've just got less excuse to not win it. Not only are they the best team in the world, but everything is in their favor. So good luck to them. But yeah, Matt, what do you think in terms of the draw?
I'm just looking at no, I'm actually trying to see it now. I don't know. I need to proper watch it. I think we're just unlucky in it. Like to get Man City, you couldn't ask for probably a harder opponent, really and truly. Obviously, we lost to them twice this season already, which doesn't bode well. You're hoping
At
that
the Etihad. Not even at Anfield. At
yeah,
the Etihad.
I know. Remember, lost to Etihad 3-0. Then we lose at Anfield in that stupid game.
Can I be honest with you?
You're gone.
Sometimes when you play the team a lot of times, do you know what I like?
Go on.
I like obviously like I would have wanted to win both the games he played them before. But what I do like is it's not very often that the team who wins keeps winning.
Ask that to Spurs and Man United.
Yeah, ask Man United.
That's the only example I can
Did they
think
back
of.
them up 4 times in a year?
Yeah, they did.
That's insane.
But
I'm
guys,
not
does
gonna
it not
lie,
give
Man
you a
United-
little renewed hope that when you listen to what Cal said about the games they've got to play around that time, and the FA Cup will definitely be the least of their priority of the whole run that they have, and then the fact that you know what I mean, that they've beaten us twice, so surely not again. Does that not bode well a little bit? I'm a little bit more confident about playing City than I think I would be in other circumstances. It's kind of all we've got to play for in terms of like a trophy. And they will have a very tough schedule around that time. And surely we cannot lose to them 3 times in a row. Surely not. So I'm a little bit more optimistic than I think I would be. I don't know. Am I clutching, or do you lot get where I'm coming
Do you
from?
trust our team? That's the question.
In cup competitions this year, I can't say they've let me down in cup competitions. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm trying my best to not.
Other than the one where we got knocked out, but that's when he sent out the kids, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That he put the
That's
kids
a bit
out. Like,
different. FA Cup
you know,
is still there. Champions League.
in cup competition, I think
Even though
our
it's a
form
cup.
has been all right in cup competition this
I'm
season.
going to
Do
ask
you
you
know
a
what I mean?
question, guys. Not what we do, what we think the manager would do. If we're going into the City game, but we're 3 points off top 5, do you think he's going all out in that game?
Who? Slot. 100%.
I don't.
Slot knows he needs the trophy. Slot knows he needs the trophy.
I think
100%.
at that point,
I don't think.
no, I think at that point it becomes selfish, and that still could be a worry for us fans. I think he goes, I'll play a strong team. I'll deal with the consequences in the next match, and I'll make 1 or 2 changes. He'll make 1 or 2. He'll go strong, bro. He will go strong. He doesn't also want to get embarrassed, bro. He would not put out a weakened team.
Me personally, I think he prioritizes the league over the FA Cup. He's already shown he prioritized a Carabao Cup, and that was back in like what, September, October.
That's Carabao.
No, we had things to play for then. Now he knows. I think Matt's right. I think he does a Ten Hag. I think he looks at it and goes, if I win this FA Cup, even if I'm sacked, I'm the Liverpool manager that won back-to-back league and FA Cup. I'm a legend.
Yeah,
but I think he looks at it from
that's
a
him
selfish
being
point of
selfish.
view.
Yeah,
100%. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You
FA
can't even
Cup.
deny he's a Liverpool legend. Technically, if you have 2 years at Liverpool and you win a FA Cup and the league, whether we like him or not, he's a Liverpool legend. We can't deny that.
He's not a legend.
They're about legend, cult hero.
Take the hate that we have for him of what he's doing
not
at the
hate,
moment.
Drift. I've never said I hate the guy, but he's not a legend for winning the league and then the FA Cup the season after. That's not.
So what makes you a Liverpool legend then?
If he
League
wins
and
if he
Champions
wins the Champions League,
League, then I have the
and
conversation.
that's when you have to say,
Rafa
even if you
Benitez
don't.
is a Liverpool legend, and he won the Champions League and an
No,
FA Cup.
Drift. Hear what I'm saying? No. If
No, honestly, I'm
Arnie
just
Slot,
asking
hear what I'm
questions.
saying? Hear what I'm saying? Arnie Slot, he's won a Prem. If he now wins the Champions League, you can't deny the legend status, even if you don't like him.
Legends.
No, but I'm saying if Rafa Benitez won the FA Cup and the Champions League and is a Liverpool legend, why would Slot not be a Liverpool legend?
Because Rafa didn't go outside. Right now, Slot is going outside. So to some people's eyes, remember, for some people have Champions League here, some people have Premier League here. It depends on which one you think is higher, right? So they both won one major, yeah? If Slot gets sacked and we don't finish in top, bro, they'll say he went outside. You can't call him a legend. But if he wins a Champions League and the club still sack him, yeah, which again, I know people might say me and Kyle harsh, but we're just saying long term, we don't think that's the answer. But you can't deny that if he wins a Prem and a Champions League, regardless of what I think of him, you have to say he's a legend because he's won 2 major trophies. Even if I don't want to say it, I have to say it. That's just the reality. Can't win a Prem and a Champs and then say, is he a cult hero? Nah, to be fair, he's a legend. I don't really think, he might, but you can't say nothing. You can't.
Look, I'm not going to argue. Postecoglou's a Tottenham legend and he got sacked.
No, he's not.
Oh, he definitely is.
No,
He won them their first European trophy for 60 years. How can he not be a legend?
You know, Postecoglou, I think he's a cult hero. He's a cult hero.
Not a legend for them.
He's a cult hero.
Ask any Tottenham fan. He's not a legend.
But that's only because if Postecoglou wasn't 17th and he finished like, I don't know, like in the Champions League and then I'd say he's a cult hero. I don't know what we're
doing then. No, but he's an individual player. The manager
he got the winning goal in the final.
Trophy. The manager's the one who gets the praise for the trophy, bro.
Remember, legend is like,
you know, legend is top of the top, bro.
Yeah, like legend.
You don't have to be Kenny Dalglish to be a Liverpool legend, though. You don't have to be
that legend supposed to mean something, though. You can't just put anybody in there.
How many European trophies do Tottenham have? You telling me the man who wins them a European trophy?
Should I give you an example? You know, when you say to you might say to us, like, no, Rig is a legend. I don't care. Like you might just say it, but you probably know deep down he's a cult hero. There has to be tears in it. Like there's certain players.
Is David Moyes a West Ham legend?
Who? Sorry,
is David Moyes a West Ham legend?
Maybe for them, I don't know the history enough.
They won them their first and only European trophy.
David Moyes is different to Postecoglou.
No, it isn't because he won a better tournament.
I'll tell you why it is different. It's only different because he's won something in recent memory. It's not like Spurs were Leicester.
Moyes nearly got relegated, Cal, with West Ham.
Look at is Ranieri? Ranieri is a legend, isn't it? He's a legend.
100%.
But do you want to know why Ranieri is a legend?
He got sacked.
Because Leicester wasn't known for winning any trophy, let alone a flipping Prem. Postecoglou, won Spurs a trophy. However, let's not act like Spurs aren't a big club who should be winning trophies. It's just that they were underperforming. Just because he won something, it doesn't make him automatically a legend. He's a cult hero, in my opinion.
He didn't win something. He won the major. Like, if you won the League Cup, you're not a legend for that. Or an FA Cup, you're not a legend for that. But if you win a European trophy or you win the league, I don't see how you can't.
Johnny, it's hard to gauge when you're not a fan.
Forget how he went out.
It's hard to gauge how they've been their legends, innit? Do you get what I mean?
Because here's the crazy thing for me.
The Europa League, when you're speaking about legendary status, you can't just look at one aspect of that was good. You have to look at their whole reign and the whole aspect of what they've done. The reason I entertain Slot being a legend if he wins the Champions League is because to win the Premier League and the Champions League in back-to-back seasons, that's Klopp did that. The difference is when you add the context, though, Klopp had to build from the ground up. Slot didn't have to. Slot got a very, very good squad and then added to a very, very good squad. Did he sell some players? Yes, but he added to a very, very good squad. And we all went in with the expectation of winning a league or a Champions League this season, regardless of what happened during the season. That's the expectation at the beginning of the season. When Rafa was here in 2005, There wasn't one Liverpool fan who went into the season with the expectation of winning the Champions League. Not to mention who he had to beat on the run to win the Champions League. Then when we won the FA Cup the following season, again, we still weren't a great team, but we pulled off great results, beating Chelsea in the semi and then coming back against West Ham. Was Gerrard influential in both those games? Absolutely. But so is Rafa with the tactical changes and tweaks he made. Slot gets massive credit for winning the Premier League. We'll never take that away from him. And if he wins the Champions League again, depending on how he wins it, not bun it. No, if he wins it again, if he wins the Champions League, he gets massive credit for that. The FA Cup, I can't put him as legendary status. I can't do that.
No, it's not the FA Cup alone. And I think what we're doing when we're giving context to some and context
all right,
to the
so
other,
it's Slot a Liverpool legend now then?
What I was going to say is, if Slot had left in the summer, say he had some personal matter and it was like he's leaving football, God forbid, like something happened, he's like, I'm leaving football, yeah? And all he'd won was the Premier League and was there for one season, absolutely, every single one of you would agree with me, he's a legend.
No, he wouldn't.
Because he's had a bad season now, everybody's... So none of you lot would have said in the summer, 1 year Liverpool...
If he would have left at that time, I would have said he was a cult hero because we don't know what he would have went on to achieve after.
1 year.
Remember, it's the euphoria of winning.
I'm not going to stand on the hill and argue about it. But
it's just a difference of opinion.
I definitely think it's unfair to add the context of Rafa and Klopp taking over poor teams and building them, which they did, which I agree with.
Yeah.
But they're not giving the same grace to the fact that Arne Slot actually took over an unbelievably difficult job in replacing Klopp, and he did it so well, we now act like it wasn't a big deal. But it was a massive deal.
I never said that. But
no one gives him praise for it, though. No one gives him credit for the way he did that.
Do you remember?
No one does.
Do you think the team... Hold on. Drift, if I'm not wrong in saying, you predicted Liverpool to win the league, right?
Yeah.
Why did you predict Liverpool to win the league?
A combination of how good the team was and the research I'd done on Slot. I just felt it just seemed like a perfect marriage.
But we had no idea how Slot would be. But based on the players we had, based on what we could have done the season before, you thought the players were good enough to win the league. Now, again, I'll hold my hand up. I didn't think we'd win the league because I thought we'd be short. He did win the league. But the fact that we all sat here and said we're not finished any lower than third with a brand new manager, brand new to the league and everything, is because of the quality of squad that Klopp left behind. You can't.
No, I think a lot of people said top four. I don't think they said third. I think most Liverpool fans said we'll get top four.
Tried to say we'd drop out of the Champions League and all that.
No, even our fan base, bro. I think everyone was like top four, and I'm happy with it. That was pretty much the narrative going into the season.
No way finishing lower than third or fourth. Absolute worst.
Look, at the end of the day, we can have this discussion at the end of the season when we see what happens, but I do struggle with 2 trophies in 2 years, including the title, but I'm not going to argue about it.
If he doesn't win anything this season, it's one Prem in 2 years. You still have him as a legend then?
Not necessarily with the 1 and 2, but if he finishes this season with a trophy, I don't see how 2 years and 2 trophies, including a league title, doesn't make you a legend. I just struggle with how that doesn't make you a legend. 2 trophies in 2 years, including the league title. I don't know how that doesn't make you a legend at the club. I just don't.
But when you say again, 2 trophies,
I don't want to argue.
Are you talking about Champions League or FA
No,
Cup?
I just mean even though the FA Cup alone isn't that big of a trophy, you're putting it on top of the Premier League, like what Rafa got. Rafa got Champions League and FA Cup. Slot would have got Premier League and FA Cup. And if Rafa's a legend, how that's when I believe it just becomes about whether you like him as a person or not.
No. I don't have a problem with him as a person. What I factor in is how they got those trophies and what they had to do to get those trophies. So for Rafa, it was build. Slot was more just like refine kind of thing. So you got to look at like that's how you as they say,
isn't just refining.
No, bro, but that's how you say like there's that thin line, bro.
Who took over from Pep at Barcelona? Was it Tito?
It's a thin line, bro.
Yeah, was it Tito, mate? Was it Tito Villanova took over from Pep at Barcelona?
The guy who passed
was it him
away.
or Enrique?
Yeah, it was Tito,
right?
No, Enrique was afterwards.
Tito Villanova was the one.
Tito won the league after Pep left, right? Did everyone consider him a legend after that one season?
I don't know. You'd have to ask.
They don't. They love
No, I
Tito.
don't know.
Obviously,
You'd
the
have to ask.
circumstances.
I
in
think
which
it's
he passed
different
away.
because of what's happened. Like, all right, so
Yeah,
without
because of
going
the
into too much.
circumstances he's been passing away, there's always a soft spot for him.
Yeah,
As
so
a footballing legend, as a managerial legend, they didn't consider him a legend, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. We'd have to ask a Barcelona. We're just making an assumption. I have
yeah,
no idea.
it's
whether he's
techie in
considered
it
a
because it's the
legend.
same thing. Hate to bring it up, it's the same thing with Jota. Like, there's emotional attachment. So some Barca fans might say yes, some Barca fans might say no because of what happened to Tito. You know what I mean? RIP. So yeah, it's one of them ones. I think personally.
We'll have this conversation another day. Then let's not get too far into the tangent with it. But yeah, just briefly then, because we still have one major topic that I want to get into. Alisson hasn't travelled with the squad, guys.
Oh, for goodness!
I've seen the narrative starting already.
Was it hamstring?
They haven't named what the injury is. They just said
they haven't said anything yet.
They haven't said what it is. Are you guys annoyed? Are you guys bothered by it? What I want to try and avoid? I do want to try and avoid guys doing he's got a goal, he gets injured all the time. Let's stay away from that. That becomes a little toxic. Let's just stick on him not playing in the Galatasaray game and what you lot think about him not playing in that game. And we'll think about all the other stuff like later on. So Cal, I'll start with you. How are you feeling going into this in terms of like no Ali for the Champions League game?
And yeah, it's frustrating because obviously Ali's our best goalkeeper, but I said this earlier in the preview. Like I might be one of the rare few, but I have not had an issue with Mamardashvili at all this season. I just think the only problem with Mamardashvili, he's not prime Alisson, so whatever he does is going to be put under a microscope. I think Mamardashvili's done very well whenever he's played, but again, he's not Alisson, so he's always going to be judged harsher than most other backup goalkeepers. That being said, I don't think we can ignore the elephant in the room, bro, in the sense of Alisson continuing to pick up these injuries, especially as he gets older. I've made no secret of it. Alisson's my favorite Liverpool player, but I'm going to say it straight. I can't get annoyed with anyone who says we should potentially look to move him on or we shouldn't renew his contract. Like, I can't get mad at him now because availability is extremely important. And for a goalkeeper to pick up this amount of injuries, like it's concerning, man. Like people have been saying over the past couple of weeks, the fact that he can't even take goal kicks, the fact that his distribution has been up and down recently, the fact that many people blame him for the last Wolves goal. Like, we can't just ignore those things. Like, if we're going to be fair and objective about it, we can't ignore those things. And as much as I wouldn't want to see Ali go this summer, as much as I would still keep him, maybe I'm being a bit biased because he's my favorite player, but we can't sit there and go, it's crazy to suggest that anymore, in my opinion.
Fair enough. I mean,
in the same way I love Joe Gomez, but I suggested earlier we may have to go in a different direction there as well.
I mean, yeah, if that's how people feel, then it's fine. I disagree with it. Matt, are you worried about the Galatasaray game at all with Ali not being there? And isn't this the reason why we have got backup goalkeepers? Because for me personally, I look at it like if Alisson plays 25, 30 games a season, out of say the 50 games that we play, right? Yeah, you would love him to play 55 games out of 55 or whatever. But if you do get him for a solid, say, 30 games and he performs 90% of the time at a very high rate, isn't the key to just have a great covering goalkeeper? So if you've got to play your covering goalie like Kelleher or Mamardashvili, you're cool. But then you get the expertise of Ali when he is available because he's still the best shot stopper in the world. Regardless whether his kicking isn't great anymore, he's still the best shot stopper in the world. So where do you sit with the situation with Galatasaray? And we've got adequate cover, right? This is what we bought Mamardashvili for.
Yeah, but the problem is that it will still be a huge miss because Alisson is a leader. And even though he's been a bit inconsistent this year, it's still Alisson. You know, even on his worst day, Alisson can make a blunder, but still make an amazing 1v1 save. Do you get what I'm saying? And not only that, I think we have to remember, Mamardashvili's played no games. He's been out in the cold for time.
That is the worry.
So Mamardashvili to step in, I don't know if people remember, when he stepped in, people was a little bit like, oh, is he? But remember, Dashvili got better after he had game after game. Do you remember? So it wasn't like he came in and he was sick. It took him a couple of games. This is a big game for us tomorrow. 5:45 kickoff. Make sure you're there, people. Big up. You're done already. Make sure you head over there. And predictions are there as well. Get your predictions in right now. But in terms of that's Philly, this is what a lot of people have asked for him to start games. My only worry is he going to be a bit cold? Is it going to take a couple of games for him to be up to speed? And listen, that's Philly's probably thinking, if I can make this count and have an amazing game, then it'll put pressure on Allison for the summer. Not now, but for the summer. I think Allison will always be number one for the rest of the season. But for the summer, if Mohamed Philly can sort of like, if he's able to get a run of games and be amazing, Liverpool might say to themselves, you know what? Don't want to get rid of Ali, but true say Mohamed Philly, he's doing a lot now. So maybe we can afford to let Allison go. One thing I will say, and people will probably remember this, and I kept on saying it. The defenders have to remember Dashvili is left-footed. When he first came into the team, they kept on playing it to his right foot. I don't know if you remember. And I was like, why do they keep playing it to his weaker foot? Bro, it's that kind of like the brain, innit? Like you have to, it's not plug in and play for this one. They have to think about it. Play to his left hand. Bro, the amount of times I see Virgil, Ibu, put it to his weaker foot. I'm like, bro, this ain't Ali. And these are the little things, bro, that can affect us tomorrow, Because remember, a weak goal kick with his weaker foot could go straight to, do you know what I mean? Like what Allison did with his stronger foot, which is kind of mad to say, but you get the premise. We have to be mindful. But yeah, Drift, I'm happy Dashvili gets a chance to prove himself. But the bottom line is, I just worry that he might need a couple of games and hopefully that he'll be calm. But you can't ignore that, like, last time it took him a few games to kind of get up to speed, bro.
Yeah. I mean, does this go back to the situation, Cal, where we were really confused and annoyed that Mamardashvili wasn't playing in the game on Friday? And even though Allison didn't pick up the injury in Friday's game, maybe if he'd rested that game, whatever strain his muscles were under, that he ended up getting this injury may not have happened. Does it just go back to Slot really messed up? Karabag as well. Really and truthfully, Mamardashvili should have played against Karabag in the Champions League, and then he wouldn't be so rusty as Matt was saying, innit? Because he would have had at least a few games in the last month.
Yeah, no, I've been saying this for a few years now in terms of managing the squad. And look, say what you want about Pep. One of Pep's greatest strengths is how well he manages his squads when he has them. Dare I say, Arteta's starting to get into that territory of managing his squads really well as well. And I don't even really rate Arteta like that. This is a culmination of a few things. One, bad squad management, but two, desperation as well. Because of how our season's going, Slot is in desperation mode. He knows losses and draws here and there now are detrimental. So it's going to be, I'm going for my tried and trusted every single time. The problem is his tried and trusted is such a small group because he has alienated so many of the squad players or backup players throughout the season, in my opinion, that then you're going to end up burning out the quote-unquote first-team soldiers. Mamadash really should have played plenty of times. There's an argument to say that when Allison came back from his injury, Mamadash really should have still retained his spot in the team and you should have eased Ali back into the starting 11 rather than put him straight in as well. Karabag, for me, was a criminal situation. Even, I think, were we like 3-0 up at half-time or 2-0 up at half-time? Again, I know it's not done often. You could have made the change at half-time. You know Karabag weren't coming back into that game. Then the game against Wolves on Friday, again, should have been Mamardashvili. So, yeah, you're right, Drift. Like, for him now to come in out the cold and be expected to perform, if he doesn't, God willing he does, but if he doesn't, I can't sit here and crash too much on him because I think goalkeepers have to have a little bit of rhythm. And he's had... when was the last time Mama played?
It would have been 2025.
No, it would have been Barnsley, if I'm not mistaken. The Barnsley FA Cup game right at the beginning of the year. That's like 2 months ago.
It would have been.
2 months ago, man. It's not ideal. Even Kelleher got more chances than that.
He did, for real. But different manager, though, fam. That's what you have to remember.
The only thing I will say, and this isn't in defense of Slot at all, it's just a point. As a backup goalkeeper, I think you do always have to be, you have to stay ready. I think that is the job of a backup goalkeeper.
The game's changed though, Drift. The game has changed now. Back in the day, that was definitely the case. The game's changed now, though. Backup goalkeepers play a good amount of games now.
Yeah,
That's why you get your Keppers going to your Arsenals, and that's
how they're able to get moves.
That's how
Bro,
we're
why
able
do
to
you think Kelleher got a move?
Yeah, how do you like? That's why we got Mamadash really. Mamadash really could have gone and started at Chelsea, by the way.
100.
No, I think we got Mama because he knows he'll be Liverpool goalie in the future. I don't think it was based on that. I think he just saw the future.
No, you're right, but Mama could have gone to Chelsea and been a starter straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Well, obviously he saw the Liverpool project as better than the Chelsea project, didn't it? So
No, but we're kind of fortunate though that he even saw a pathway. Because I'll be real, Carl's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
He could have, bro. He probably looked at them Chelsea goalkeepers and thought that is light work. Like them.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Sanchez.
This is one thing I'll actually give Liverpool recruitment credit for. They did a Courtois. Remember, Chelsea did that, even though they loaned him for 2 years and we only loaned Mama for 1. But they knew the potential of the goalie, bought him when they didn't need him, and then had him in the. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Cech and Courtois was the maddest combo ever, bro. Like,
yeah.
And then he was
I'm
alone for 2 years. I think.
Both of them got a decent amount of minutes that season, though.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
then
he was
Courtois
on
went
loan
on
at
loan
Atletico,
for like
bro.
2 years at Atletico.
Yeah, he was
Then
on a
when
2-year
Czech
loan.
left,
No,
he
but-
came.
No, they were at Chelsea for 1 season together.
Yeah, for 1 season, but then no. It was still Czech. It was still
I
Czech
think
though.
Kudicini just got dropped, didn't he? I don't actually. I don't even think.
I think it was
I
still
don't-
Czech.
Are you
if I'm
talking
not
about
mistaken.
Are you talking about Kudicini and Czech or Czech and Courtois?
Sorry,
I'm
it
talking
was
about
Czech
Czech and
when he was
Courtois.
there. No, didn't Czech go Arsenal? Hold on, were they there
No,
together?
Czech and Courtois were at Chelsea for 1 season.
They
together.
overlapped for 1 year, but I don't remember Courtois
did
starting
they?
bag of
I didn't
games
even
though. It was
realise
still
that,
Czech,
you know.
if I'm not mistaken.
I think they got a decent amount of game time, both of them, Matt, from what I remember.
I
didn't even know, I didn't even know he was there at the same time, to be honest.
Yeah, they overlapped.
Petter. Check. Hold on. Let's see.
But we're all in agreement it's disappointing, but we're also in agreement that Mama is good enough, right? Like we're not worried
Yeah,
about
100.
Mama.
Yeah.
No, I'm not worried. I rate.
Just whether he's rusty or not. That's all.
It's
we're
just
worried
rusty.
about.
Yeah, rusty. So if it's rusty or not. like,
Yeah. The only thing I want from Mama now, and it's a lot more difficult, it's a lot easier said than done. I just want him to be commanding. It's the only thing about Mama that worries me. He's not commanding. Everything else, I'm totally fine with him. Just want him to be a bit more commanding. He plays in a league where corners and throw-ins and all that are like a big part of people's game plan. Just be commanding. That's all I want him to do. I just want him to be commanding. And other than that, I ain't got no issue with Mama
I
playing.
think that comes with repetition as well, though, Drift, if I'm going to be honest, bro.
Yeah, hopefully. And knowing the team more, I guess, because you can't boss people around when you don't know them well and stuff like that. So I hear it. Hold on, let me see if there's any supers on topic. So I don't this might be a bit rude, but I think Cal might have the personality to find the joke in it. Read it, Cal, before I read it out.
As long as there's no name slips when you're yeah, no. Fortunately, if I did, I think you'd have seen me. You know the mask where you're protecting your nose because it's been broken recently.
bro, you wouldn't be on stream, fam. I'll be real.
You'd be like,
you'll be in a doghouse and there's not there. Yeah, you're not coming back.
Doghouse. I'd be underground, bro. Like, you know, be like, have you heard from Callum this week? Like,
nah,
bro.
it'd be bad. It'd be darkness.
Yeah, he's also put solid on the pause. Big up Red Indian. If there is no controversy, why did the PL rep say that they are planning a new champion every? Oh yeah, have you not heard about this? So basically, like one of the top representatives, big up Red Indian from the Premier League is on. Like I've seen it. I've actually watched the interview, and he said the Premier League's plan is to. I don't even know how they're going to implement this plan, but it's every 6 years to definitely have a new champion. They don't want a Farmers League where the same team wins all the time. How do you, as the Premier League, determine how that happens if you're not going to rig the game? I don't even get.
I don't understand that. Yeah, I don't.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
F1 all over again. I mean, I'm not going to lie. That controversy around Lewis Hamilton, I don't think there's ever been a bigger injustice I've ever witnessed than that Lewis Hamilton.
They made up the rules on the spot. The person made up the rules got fired.
If I was Lewis Hamilton, I would have quit, you know. Like if you do me dirty like that in front of
don't quit, just sue. Don't quit the suit.
Oh yeah, yeah, what? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Hamilton.
not just letting
Yeah.
that beat. Like, yeah, that was wild. I was
Them man
so
are
angry.
tanking like it's NBA, bro. We tank for.
crazy.
You're thinking, well, we ain't gonna do anything in the season. We'll just tank and get lottery pick. Hopefully we'll get the number 1 draft. We'll get
You
Wemby.
see they do that in NBA a lot, innit? Where they deliberately
Yeah,
lose.
bro,
So that they can
tanking,
get
bro. Like it was a legit thing. Like,
Big up Benjamin. Says Rafa Benitez helped families in Liverpool culture. No,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
did-
No, but
I-
Rafa's
yeah, I would-
absolutely a legend. Like,
Rafa's kind of like the most like weirdest character. He was very frosty, but at the same time, he understood Liverpool. Man resonated with Rafa. I don't even understand how it makes sense.
I think
that
you can
make
be a
sense?
good person and a cold hard man.
No, but you know what it is?
I
Rafa
don't
was
think they
like,
have to be exclusive.
so imagine he didn't have no mad charisma. You could kind of tell the players were a little bit thingy with him, but somehow, bro, when it's Champions League and big games, bro, man's like,
do you know what's crazy?
I can't explain it. Weird.
Even more so
That's
than the super legend that is Jurgen Klopp. In my time supporting Liverpool, I've never trusted a manager tactically to get the job done.
To get a
more
result
than
in it,
trusted
more than Rafa.
Yeah.
I've never trusted
agree.
anybody more than Rafa tactically to get the job done.
Do you know why? Because in my opinion, even though Jurgen Klopp had one more, but due to maybe financial circumstances and whatnot, Rafa Benitez be arguably one of the greatest teams in the history of football. Like history. The
Truly.
only team.
Don't forget that Chelsea team he had to get past
I
in
know.
the semi.
The only team that could have beat that AC Milan team is like one of the Barca teams.
No,
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
That Chelsea team in 2005 would have given AC Milan hell as well.
No,
Yeah,
I
they
know,
would've.
but
Yeah, they
that
would've,
Chelsea
yeah.
team is great, but it can't talk to Messi, David Villa, and
No, of course not.
All right, let me ask
and
you lot
Iniesta.
another.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Let me ask you lot another provocative question. If Rafa Benitez wasn't on a budget and had 300, 400, 500 million pounds to spend, would he be a bigger Liverpool legend than Klopp? Do you think he would have gone on to actually become a bigger Liverpool legend than Klopp?
Bigger legend is hard to say, but he definitely would have won more.
Remember, this guy was in 2 title races and won the Champions League with no budget. And when I mean no budget, I mean no budget. 500
million was never going to happen back then. What the real question is, if you would have given him his transfer targets, for example, Dani Alves was 12 million. We bid 8. That should have been a done deal. David Silva was 21 or 24 at the time. We were priced out David Silva. David Villa is another one. If he would have been given some of the players that he actually wanted, I'd arguably say he would have won about 2 or 3 league titles. Big man thing.
I'm gonna be real. Rafa might have been a bigger legend potentially. Shall I tell you why?
He might have been in it. If you'd have
when it comes to tactics, you can't.
It's not just
Klopp,
that.
I'm not gonna lie. That's the one thing where Rafa's got Klopp's number.
But I think Klopp was better at man management than Rafa.
Yes,
And I also believe Klopp could have done what Rafa did as well, because Klopp was brilliant at getting players and making them and being on a budget. He proved that at Dortmund. So I do think Klopp could have done what Rafa did on a budget as well.
But at Dortmund, it was only them and Bayern Munich. In the Premier League, it was Arsenal, it was Man United, it was Chelsea, then City came along. It was so difficult for Liverpool, hence why we put Klopp on such a pedestal. I'm going to be real. Shall I tell you what would have probably made Rafa thrive if he had a decent amount of money to play with? Is the fact that he wasn't too sentimental. So it'd have been easier for him to turn over squads. And that was for me Klopp's weakness. Klopp was so strong in so many areas, but his weakness fundamentally for me, his major weakness was hanging on to players for too long. Rafa, you wouldn't have that problem. Rafa would go, okay, you know what, Torres? Cool. We're going to move you on and we're going to go and get in Falcao.
Yeah.
Whereas Klopp would have gone, no, we're going to keep Torres, but we're bringing a youngster. And we'll build that youngster up. Rafa ain't on that.
Yeah. And
plus,
if you actually think about...
Rafa had Gerrard.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Rafa had Gerrard. So,
but that team, when I think about the budget, and then I think about Mascherano, Sissoko, Alonso, and Gerrard was our midfield. On that budget we had, Rafa was working miracles.
Shout out to Ghost in the comment. Big up yourself, Ghost. It's been a while, bro. The difference between Klopp and Rafa is Klopp had a better connection with the fan base. I don't know if I agree with that.
Rafa was loved, you know.
Rafa
was
had a
loved.
huge. In fact, I'd say it's about level playing field. You know.
Nah, I think Klopp.
more
No.
charismatic. But sorry to cut you, Matt. Because of the whole Hillsborough stuff that was happening at the time with the trial and everything, and the fact that he was supporting the families, his actual connection to the Liverpool fan base might be just as high as Klopp's.
Rafa lives in Liverpool, guys.
Yeah.
No.
He tried to get Everton relegated for us.
Yeah, listen, there's an argument, but I think Klopp, like, if there was a rating, Klopp is at a 10, Rafa's at a 9 point. I think Klopp edged it. He did. I think he did. You have to.
All right, well, guys,
I think he edged it, but there's an argument, though.
Did this tarnish Rafa at all?
This right here says it all. We don't even care. He went to Everton.
We did at the time. We kind
of looked at it a bit mad.
We did at the time.
That's a bit weird.
Did.
But we don't even care now.
This is where the 0.5 comes in as well. He tried to sell Alonso for Barry. See, little things like that's what.
Yeah, but
do you get what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, go back and watch the documentary, and I actually wish we got Barry instead of Aquilani. I really do.
Oh yeah. At that,
no, we all did.
No.
No,
Drift,
I think
but
people still wanted Aquilani over Barry.
Drift. In hindsight, I'll say this: if you would have got the fully fit Aquilani, I promise you, he would have been cold.
But we never got him, Matt. We bought him injured.
We bought him, and he had a ankle injury.
Yeah,
it made
but
no
he's
sense.
been out for a while. We took a risk. We took a gamble.
Bro, I'll never forget. There was a game I saw. It was I think maybe 6 months or a year before we bought him. Aquilani's performance versus Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Oh my days!
Aquilani was a bigger talent than Gareth Barry, but I'm not gonna lie. We'd have got Gareth Barry. I don't actually think we'd have fallen that far lower than where we were, because even though Barry went Alonso, Barry was a very, very good Premier League level.
It wasn't
player.
about Barry though. In fact, it was the fact that other teams were growing in strength and we were getting weaker financially, bro.
Yeah,
no, that as well. But if you think about the drop off, it had a lot to do with the midfield kind of like falling apart. Barry would have meant the midfield didn't fall apart though. Do you get what I mean? He would have come in and he would have just been sturdy. It would have been plug and play. He might not be as good as Alonso, but it would have still been plug and play. We wouldn't have had to change how we play.
And all that as well, Drift. But remember, Hicks and Gillette weren't even speaking to each other, let alone trying to.
It was a car crash. It was an absolute car
Rafa, because Rafa got along with Hicks, and Rafa got the money from Hicks, not even Gillette. You know, these times they're the owners of beefing.
Ugly. It was ugly.
It was Hicks was the one that kind of gave Rafa money, not Gillette. But it was just, how can you have owners that are fighting and the joke? It's just foolish.
Shout out to Russell. The only reason we sold Robbie Keane is because we thought we were getting Arshavin.
Yeah, I know.
And Arshavin actually pulled a fast one on us.
But on a sly, I feel like Rafa had a little bit of a beef with Keane. Like, I don't know why.
I don't think he.
No,
I just think
no.
Matt,
he honestly got rid of it because he was told that's the only way you can get Arshavin. So
he sold Robbie Keane within 6 months.
Yeah,
because he wanted Arshavin. Honestly, remember, Robbie Keane was the only one that was going to garner any money. Bro, I think we almost got all our money back for Keane.
Bro, make it make sense. If I'm not mistaken, we bought Robbie Keane for £19 million.
But we sold him for 17.
We sold him for 12 or 14.
It's 12, yeah.
It didn't make sense. I'm telling you, I remember, bro, when it comes to the fees, I will rival Cal when it comes to fees, bro. When it comes to transfer fees, I'm like a computer.
12 mil. I just think
I'm telling you.
I think Rafa had an idea about how he wanted to use Robbie Keane and it weren't working out.
Yeah, I don't know why that he beefed him though.
No, the mistake we made, Cal, was that we should have bought Arshavin and then sold Robbie Keane, but we did it the other way around. And then when he turned his back on us,
we had no choice. We didn't have the money to do it.
No, but surely there would have been a way to be like, we'll pay you tomorrow.
Bro,
surely there's a way we could have done that, bro.
We didn't have the money to buy Dani Alves for 12 million. We offered
Seamal was 7 mil, if I'm not mistaken.
No, guys, what I'm saying
Seamal was 10. We agreed. However, when they found out in Portugal there was a riot and the president changed his mind.
No, I get that. But what
Bro,
I'm saying
no,
is,
but
surely
we were
if Rafa
negotiating
had
the
them
time.
both on the phone, you can literally be like, right, so Keane's coming Tottenham. Tottenham, agree? Everything cool? Yeah, boom. Arshavin, you coming here? Everything cool.
Couldn't
All right,
trust these
go.
owners though, Drift.
And like
Couldn't
do it at the
trust
same
them.
time.
Yeah.
Don't sell him before and then don't get the guy. Do you know
Well,
what
we
I'm
learned
saying?
from our
Like,
mistake, innit? We learned from the mistake.
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, bun Wenger for that as well, because who told him to come and get involved?
It's the same thing we did to Tottenham with Diaz, though.
Yeah, I know.
But Wenger also got involved in the flipping. Remember when Suarez done his mad thing and wanted to leave, we were trying to get Alexis Sanchez. Remember?
I know
And
we
he,
absolutely dropped the ball with that one. Yeah.
yeah,
We
no.
absolutely
Do
dropped the
you know?
ball.
No, we didn't.
No, he didn't.
His wife, his partner wanted to live in London. That was
No, I don't mean we dropped the ball like we fucked up. I just mean just not being good enough. Because that was the transfer that would have, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
And another one I tell you that people might not remember is we agreed a fee with Atletico Madrid for Diego Costa for about his release clause. Diego Costa then rejected us saying he wanted
25 million. It was 25
he wanted to
million.
stay, and then he stayed 1 more year and then went Chelsea next year.
Go further back, Matt. Aguero, who did you want to play for?
Don't, bro, don't.
Who
That's
did
one of my favorite.
who-
That's one of my
You know we
favorite
can't get-
non-Liverpool players.
You know we can't get Pato as well.
Yeah,
Rafa
I know.
wanted
Yeah.
Pato as well.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Rafa's
I know.
eye for talent back then was unrivaled.
Yeah. No, Rafa's. Yeah, right. Yeah. Fact.
I'm gonna move
Bro,
on,
he
but I'm
does
just
sell
gonna
Gabriel
name-
Hines, bro.
Here's the list.
Yeah, we're
of
trying to
the
get
names,
Hines up.
yeah. Here's the list of the names Rafa could have got if they'd have backed him: Luis Figo, Rivaldo,
Oh,
Samal, Aguero, Villa, Silva, Danny Alves,
Vidic.
and
Vidic.
Yeah, he's after Vidic.
oh, did he want Vidic as well? I didn't even know
He
that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sorry,
You
guys, I got
just
something
take
in my eye.
half
Can you
of those
watch it?
guys I named: Aguero, Villa, Silva, and if you just took them four, Cal, forget about even the others, just
It's
them
calm.
four and to our team, it's a joke. It's a joke. The Premier League, the whole Premier League is just different. Everything about the Premier League is just different.
I feel if Rafa got some sort of budget, it would have been a whole nother ball game. In fact, I'll go far to say if Rafa worked under FSG, he would have won a Premier League. I'm talking about early FSG. Well, Klopp FSG.
No, maybe not early FSG.
Yeah, not early FSG. No one's winning under early FSG.
Yeah.
Klopp FSG, I think Rafa could have done it.
Yeah. This version of FSG would have been a guarantee.
This version of FSG, Rafa pisses the league.
Easy.
Makes it look easy.
No way does Rafa let Arteta win a. No chance.
No.
Absolutely no chance. Right. I don't know if Matt is just 2 seconds away or if he's gone for a minute, but I'm going to get into the last topic, which might be a juicy one or it might just go quickly. I'm not sure. The news coming out of Liverpool, Cal, you'll be happy to know, is that the only way that Arne Slot keeps his job in the summer is if he wins the Champions League. Because according to reports, Liverpool have actually already got an agreement in place with Xabi Alonso that says you will be Liverpool manager unless Slot wins the Champions League. Now, I don't know how you feel about that. I personally think I'm still not sure I believe it because I still believe somehow, I don't know why, there's just something in my bones that's telling me top 5 keeps Slot his job. I can't even explain to you what it is other than just a feeling. But after hearing this news today, Cal, how do you feel about it?
I don't believe it. I'm gonna say something that I don't want to believe, but it's how I feel, and I think
It's Monday, bro. You can say anything you want today. You know that.
I don't think we sack Slot regardless of what happens.
Oh, even if we don't make top 5?
No.
Oh, you've changed. And I thought you said if we don't get Champions League, he'll be gone. What's changed your mind now then?
Because I'm looking at some of the variables, right? So if we get top 5 there and don't win anything, I think the club will be like, okay, we've got Champions League. We're going to give him another summer and see if he can turn things around because he won the Premier League last year. If we got top 5 and win a trophy, I think the same thing. If we don't get top 5, do we think Xabi Alonso or Luis Enrique would come to Liverpool?
Xabi Alonso, 100%.
Why?
Because Xabi Alonso has already proved that Leverkusen he likes a challenge. He didn't go to a club that was thriving or whatever. He went to a club that was in a bit of problems, to be honest.
You're right, but why do it again when you probably have offers from clubs that are already in the Champions League and already established in the Champions League?
Well, here's the other part. I think it is down to the connection. Now, call me naive. Maybe I am being naive here, but I do believe those rumours that said the only teams that he wanted to manage if he was leaving Leverkusen were Bayern Munich, Liverpool, and Real Madrid, because those are the clubs he has love affiliation for. So I truly believe that now he's been at Real Madrid, other than Bayern Munich, there's no other job that he would seem like he wanted more than the Liverpool job.
That's true, but I also look at it and go, if I'm Xabi Alonso, and again, this is all hypotheticals, I hope I'm wrong, but I look at it and I'd go, right, so Liverpool aren't going to be in the Champions League, and their budget of who they can get is probably going to be lower, and the attractiveness of the project might be different for certain players. So instead of maybe going for a Kvara Testelia, they may have to go for a lesser player, which means if you get that lesser player now, likelihood you won't be able to get Kvara in the future at all. Why go there with all that pressure when I could go to another club? Let's say Pep goes and Luis Enrique stays at PSG. Xabi Alonso could go there.
No, it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility.
Again, I hope I'm wrong, but I just...
Would you... Yeah.
I just don't... maybe I'm just in this headspace because of how the season's gone, but I don't think it's such a guarantee that Xabi Alonso only comes to Liverpool, given, especially if we don't qualify for the Champions League. And if we aren't able to attract a Nagelsmann, Alonso, or a Luis Enrique, then I don't think the club look at anyone else, because they probably might not see anyone else as that upper echelon that they'd want to get rid of Slot for, and they'd probably keep Slot for his last year, let his contract fizzle out, and then maybe see what the horizon looks like in a year's time.
Well, here's the thing, bro. I personally, and I'm never going to beat the allegations, fuck it at this point. I believe if that scenario happened, what you said, and Enrique stayed at PSG and Alonso went to Real Madrid, there isn't a manager in the world better than Slot other than those two, in my opinion. I think it would be smart to keep it.
Do you think Slot's the third best manager in the world right now?
No, in terms of availability. Like, if those two managers are no longer available, what manager available is better than Slot?
I've just turned on the heater and the fan at the same time, bro.
No, but tell me, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm wrong. What available manager is better than Slot if those two don't become available in the summer?
If those,
it's not De Zerbi.
When you say available, what's your definition of available, though?
We could get him if we wanted to. Even if he's at a club, we could get him. Who else is there that we could get?
I'm taking Iraola. I'm taking Unai Emery. I'm taking a few managers, bro.
Not over Slot. No, Emery. I'll take Emery. But I don't know if Emery would want to leave the Villa project. I don't know if he's actually gettable. You take Areola over Slot, an unproven mid-level Premier League manager.
Yeah,
not for me.
I'm taking Glasner over him as well.
Nah, not for me. And again, I'm not even saying you're wrong, just not for me. Not for me. But look, and I think more importantly, I think that's how the club would look at it, Cal. The club ain't swapping Areola for Slot.
No, that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if Slot is here in the beginning of the season, next season. The problem is how much damage is that going to potentially do to Liverpool Football Club? Because I think we'll lose players that we look back on and go, that was a shame we lost that player. And I also think we won't potentially get players who we go, if we had a different manager there, maybe we could have got that player.
All right, well, let's stick on that for a second, because what do you think would make us unattractive if we're in the Europa League, considering like recently we have been successful? So wouldn't the players just look at it and go, you know what, it ain't the greatest that they're out of it for 1 year, but they're Liverpool, they'll be back again. And like what would actually make us unattractive, do you think, in that scenario?
The Europa League over the Champions.
But it's not the be-all and end-all, remember. It's not like we're going to be in there for 8 years and they'll never get to play Champions League or whatever.
Yeah, but footballers don't always see or want to be a part of the long-term plan, especially the sort of players we'd want to attract. Elise ain't leaving Bayern Munich in the Champions League to come and play for Liverpool in Europa. Cravath ain't leaving PSG to come and play for Liverpool in Europa.
But they're also playing for Premier League, bro. They're actually playing for a team who can win the Premier League. So it can't. Their vision wouldn't only be Champions League.
No,
based.
you're right, but they might just want to stay where they are as well.
I mean, yeah, that could happen.
Like if I'm Elise and Liverpool qualify for the Champions League, I'm not saying I'm guaranteed to leave Bayern Munich, but I'm looking at it and going, "Oh, do you know what? Liverpool in the Champions League, they go again next season with the Premier League. Look, it looks as though Salah's going to be leaving. I can get a start there. Elise, Liverpool in for you. They what Europa League? Nah.
I mean, Matt, I'll bring to you. I don't know if you heard what we were talking about. I personally,
I'm just gonna grab a
yeah.
Cool, Cal. I'll run you back the question, but I don't want to forget what I was going to say. So I'm going to make a statement, then I'll ask you the question. So try and remember both. In fact, I'll write it down so you don't forget. So my statement is, call me gullible.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't mind if people want to call me gullible or biased or whatever. I truly believe that Liverpool have reached the level of who we are. I don't think it matters what competition we're in. We can get who we want. I think the only difference is financially, can we afford it because of the way the club work? I don't think it's about status. I think we could be out of Europe, full stop. That wouldn't stop players like Elise coming to Liverpool. We're Liverpool. I just think it would affect the budget. So it wouldn't be the attractiveness, it would be the budget.
So you reckon Elise would still go to Liverpool if Liverpool weren't in the Champions League?
100%. As long as we're willing to pay him the wages he wants and as long as we can afford the transfer fee. 100%. Elise's not turning Liverpool down just because we're not in the Champions League. We are Liverpool Football Club. We're the biggest club in England. 1 year out of Europe is not a determining factor.
I think there's exceptions, but the top players in the world want to play Champions League football. Like they just doing it.
Yeah.
If not,
but Liverpool ain't gonna not be in the Champions League forever.
No, I'm not saying that. I just think like if you're talking about elite, like I'll give you an example. Who's there now?
Did you just say if we're in Europa, Elise would still come to Liverpool, Drew?
Yeah, I said no.
I believe the only thing that stops us getting players like
my eyes bugging for a minute.
is however Hughes and Edwards set out the budget or how affected non-Champions League money is for the budget. In terms of attractiveness, Liverpool can get whoever they want, even if we're in the Europa League. We're Liverpool. It's not about attractiveness. It'll be about the budget.
No, it's not, bro. Money's a big factor these days, and I know.
I mean, I'm not even saying you lot are wrong, but why are we so downplaying ourselves? So Chelsea, Real Madrid, all these other clubs can sign players when they're not in the Champions League. Why can't
Real Madrid not in the Champions League?
No, but look, if Real Madrid had a bad season and finished fifth, they'd absolutely in the summer be able to go and buy whoever they want.
But Real Madrid and Barcelona are anomalies. They're the only two clubs, in my opinion, are anomalies. Anybody else, I'd say
United
no.
were in Europa League and signed the top players.
All right.
They can't now.
Who didn't make Champions League? Chelsea didn't make Champions League, innit? They didn't make it, yeah?
I mean, Chelsea have proven in the past that they've been in Europa League.
No, but look at the difference in player that they went for, like a João Pedro, a Tosin. Like,
no, but I think that's more based on their project and their budget, more so than their attractiveness. I'm saying our attractiveness doesn't go away for 1 year out the Champions League.
No,
only the
money
budget is affected.
No, but but money. Like, if Liverpool don't make Champions League, why would Michael? I'm just giving you, ask you a question. Why would Michael Elise go to Liverpool where he can stay at Bayern, maybe sign an extension for maybe more money, or go Liverpool? We haven't got Champions League now. Although he might say they might only be out for 1 year, we could be out for more than 1 year. But I'm just giving you an example. Why would he
could
take
win
that
the
risk?
Premier League, and he's playing for the biggest club in England.
Yeah, but in his mind, he's thinking, if I'm gonna go back to England, the team at least should be should be in all competitions, all the biggest competitions. It's just an argument to make, innit? Like, he's gonna think like that, bro.
Do you know what I mean? It's just an opinion.
Like
so I'm not.
No. I hear what you're saying.
But we're Liverpool Football Club. I'm sorry, 1 year out of the Champions League don't make us unattractive. We're Liverpool Football.
No, we're not unattractive. No.
It makes us less attractive that summer. So remember, if we're going in for Elise, the likelihood is Real Madrid and Man City might be in for him as well. If we're in for Elise and we're saying we're going to offer Europa, and Man City and Real Madrid are saying we're going to offer you Champions League, it's very, very unlikely we're going to be able to come here. This last summer, if we didn't get Champions League, do you think we get Isak and Verts? Absolutely not.
Just about
No,
to
but
say.
I think that would be a lot to do with the budget.
Drift.
Because
If
I
we
agree
weren't
with
in
you, the
Champions
budget
League,
is affected.
We're
if
not
we
getting
went into the
Verts if we're not in
season,
Champions League.
we're not getting Isak and Verts if we're not in
And
Champions
Verts,
League.
yeah, both of them.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
So you
about
think
all
if we were going into Europa League this season, we could have got Isak and Verts?
not on the budget, no.
No,
But I think
let's
we
say
could
we
have
had the
got one of the
budget.
players on our attractiveness. Yeah, on our attractiveness as
All
a
right,
club.
so
Yeah,
forget about getting both. Then, do you think we could have got one or the other?
yeah, I do.
Nah,
I genuinely do.
these are top level players who want to be playing at the top level every single season, bro.
I know, but Liverpool is the top level.
No, but there's
So
other
you lot are
clubs-
saying Liverpool are only an attractive club. We're in the Champions League. We're not in the Champions League. We're not an attractive club.
No, we're
Not as
still
a-
an
no, we're
attractive
not as-
club. We're
we're
just
not
not
as
as attractive. Not
No, but
as
that's obvious.
attractive.
But that's I don't know. I
Like,
kind of find it a little.
We'd be
hard to
vintage
believe.
attractive. We'd be vintage attractive, but there'll be a new woman on the block who's younger, better body, more attractive. Who the guy's gonna go for? We're still attractive, but we're not as attractive as the others.
Nah, if, for example, like if Man City lose Guardiola this summer, Man City aren't more attractive than Liverpool.
Depends who
To
they
a
go and
big
get as
player.
manager.
Guardiola's part of the attraction. So if
What if they
Guardiola
get-
leaves Man City,
So what if they get you Luis Enrique?
that's different. But outside of Luis Enrique, they're no longer more attractive than Liverpool if Guardiola leaves. Luis Enrique is
What
the
about-
only one who keeps their
What
attractiveness
about this
high.
Xabi Alonso?
I was just
Xabi
yeah.
Alonso doesn't make the Man City more attractive than Liverpool.
No, but they can still rival
Well,
us.
Slot doesn't make us attractive.
No, but we don't need managers to make us attractive. We're Liverpool.
And Man City have been winning a bunch of stuff for years.
Because of
bro.
Guardiola. Guardiola
Yeah.
leaves and they no longer have that attraction.
But we're
No,
doing
they
the
no longer have the attraction of Guardiola, but Xabi Alonso is still heavily recognized in the
you're doing the
football market.
history thing. If you're talking about history, yes, Liverpool will always have history.
Ah.
But if you're talking about like today, bruv, there's a reason why Man City are able to get players now. It's not because of their history, bro. It's because of what they've
It's because
done
of their manager and their
as of late, what they've done as of late, who their manager is, and the wages and money that they were able to put up.
Okay, so if we
You think
both get some-
you could go and ask what you think Rashford can know about Man City's history? No.
if-
I'm gonna be
No,
real.
that's the-
You know,
no, that's the
everyone.
point I'm
You know,
making.
everyone said we were screwed after we lost Klopp, right? Everyone's going on this notion that Man City are screwed after they get Pep. I wouldn't subject to that unless they get done for the charges. If those charges get swept under the rug, I don't think City are screwed without Pep. By the way, they could
Without
even
Pep.
become even more dangerous.
No, without Pep, Man City don't win the league for another maybe 3-4 years, in my opinion. Once
All right.
Guardiola leaves, unless they have a dramatic, like they're with Pep, they're struggling.
They're
So if Pep
struggling. They're in all competitions and they're still within the chance of winning the league, bro. They're not
Yeah, but
struggling.
Cal, if you actually watch them, apart from the FA Cup game the other day, which they're actually really good in, they've been really poor this year. Like, if you actually watch them, they don't
But
play
there's a
good,
difference
bro.
between not being at the top level and struggling. They are not struggling. If they're struggling, I want to be struggling, bro. We're
All right.
struggling.
In that sense, you're right. But if
I
we're
wanna be
talking about
struggling, you know.
comparatively, this season they're struggling. Like they are really having to
But
work for, like,
comparatively, because
draws
their
at
level
home
is
with
so
league.
high drift. They're treble winners and chasing quads down and all that. Like City are they're a
So if
juggernaut.
Guardiola leaves, unless they get Enrique, how can they get any better than they are now? They've got the best manager in the world, and they're still not even that good. So
Because they're going through a rebuild right now, Drift. In a year's time, their rebuild is, let's be real, they've brought in Semenyo, Guehi, Marmoush, Shirky.
Cal, I'm not saying they're going to be shit, by the way. They just ain't going to win the league. I'm not saying they'll be shit. They'll still be there and thereabouts, top 4 and all that, but they ain't going to win the league when Guardiola leaves. Unless they get Enrique, I don't think they'll win the league if Guardiola goes. Personally.
I don't know, man.
But
No, sure.
So, Matt, just to ask
we're
you, just to-
downplaying who City are.
just to ask you the same question, obviously, as Cal, the reports are that Alonso will be going to Liverpool if Slot doesn't win the Champions League. So apparently, we actually have an agreement in place with Alonso that he is fine with. He's accepted that if Slot doesn't win a Champions League, he will take over. How do you feel about it?
I'll be happy with it because we need a new change in direction. Listen, Alonso might not be Enrique because he's not Enrique. Enrique is for me the manager that I would really love to be Liverpool manager. However, we can't also rule out Xabi Alonso not being successful if he was to take over. I think because we look at his time at Real Madrid, you think, is he even that good? Well, go look at his time at Leverkusen. I think Real Madrid can be a bit of a thingy at times because Real Madrid, you're fighting the players, you're fighting coaches, you're fighting the boardroom. Like there's a lot that goes on at Real Madrid. I get it. Alonso's style isn't even maybe like what fans might want, but I can't act like he didn't go unbeaten for a season in Bundesliga. I can't act like they didn't do. Was it a treble or was it a double? Was it a treble?
They were one game away from the treble.
Yeah, domestic double. I think they did.
Yeah, like Alonso knows ball. He knows ball, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I always think as well. I don't know if this is my premise. I always feel like midfielders make the best managers. Like that's just my thing. Like, not saying defenders can't and attackers can't, but when you're a midfielder and you get to like experience like the defensive and attacking side, and you get a very good overview, there's probably a reason why those midfielders in world football now become some of the best managers. Like Pep Guardiola, one of the greatest. I don't know about Jurgen. I think Jurgen was the defender, if I'm not mistaken.
He was a striker, isn't he?
Was he striker?
I think Ferguson was a striker as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Enrique, midfielder, drift guy. I'm not let me not say drift guy, but the one that Fabregas, up and coming. He's a midfielder. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Ancelotti was a centre back, wasn't he?
Ancelotti.
Midfielder / centre back, I think.
Ancelotti was midfielder. Ancelotti was midfielder AC, I think.
Yeah, midfielder or defender.
Let's not go mad. Ancelotti was midfielder, no?
Yeah, he was a midfielder. Yeah, he was a midfielder.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Was he a defensive midfielder? What was he? Hold on.
Man said Zidane. We know the settings. Rijkaard. We know the settings. You get what I'm saying? Xavi. Chat.
Funny enough, one of the greatest managers of all time didn't even play football.
No, Gerrard's there. He went. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Don't do that, Matt. Don't do that.
No, Gerrard's there, fam.
There was no enthusiasm with what you did there, bro. There was not whatsoever.
Hey, word to Savage.
Fake enthusiasm, bro. That was so fake.
You got Savage.
He was a holding man, by the way. Ancelotti was a holding man. The way you threw in Gerrard was hilarious.
No, I had to.
But no, on my line though, bare midfielders are some of the best man. They don't always like translate, but majority there's probably more midfielders that have made transitions into management that have succeeded more than maybe attackers. And I mean, bro, attackers don't really like look at Henry, fam.
Well, we've got two of the biggest examples in Klopp and Fergie, but outside of that, you're right. It does seem to be midfielders that
Klopp.
Defenders. Gary Neville, horrific.
Klopp also played centre back as well.
You know what I'm saying?
He was a striker, I don't think.
Antonio Conte, bro. Don't tell me. I know ball, fam. This is what I'm saying. Midfielders make the best managers.
It could be a coincidence that only midfielders seem to want to be managers.
No, maybe. Bro. It's because they have no. All jokes aside, yeah. Ask any professional. It's not whether they're the best. They have the best picture. They can see everything. Remember, Cal plays midfield. Cal's able to experience defense and attack. We're attackers drift. Yes, we will defend, but we don't know what it's like to be defensive for a whole game.
You don't know what it's like to run a man down, bro. You don't know what it's like to run a man down and have to grab his shirt, bro. You don't know what that feels like.
No, you know what I can't relate to?
You know about the dark. We just know about dark arts like that.
Do you know what, Matt? I don't know if you agree with me on this. And Cal might be able to actually agree because as a midfielder, he still had. I can't comprehend being a defender and being so culpable for a defeat, but having no influence on a win. Like fuck that. Like That's the, you know what I mean? Like, unless you do a Virgil when you get a header from a corner, you really have no effect on winning the game, but
No,
you can lose the game.
I'm cheating here. Remember, I told you the season I played left back. Yeah, for 2 days for one season.
There we go.
When I was putting in crosses, yeah, and you had the target man. Yeah, all right.
You get what I mean.
No. You're right, though. You're right. If
as a striker, and you as a winger as well, Matt, I could grab the game by the scruff of the neck and win the game. I could actually be like, I'm winning this game today. As a centre back, I can't do that. Could lose the game.
I forgot to say, I played centre back for 2 games because there was mass injuries in the squad. I played. This is gonna sound weird. Played back 4, but I was right-sided centre back. I remember we beat St Andrews 5-3. Yeah, hold that. Yeah, St Andrews.
Did you take pride in being a good defender?
That was St Andrews was my school still.
Was it?
Yeah.
Like beef.
No, but remember, we wouldn't have been.
Remember, I was Tennyson's. Archbishop Tennyson's. That was my team.
You were tennis. You were.
Yeah, I was Tennyson's. Yeah, Tennyson's.
But we weren't close in school years, though, were we? So we wouldn't have overlapped.
No. We never. There was no overlap. There would have
been no overlap.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but like, all jokes aside, though, like, even though like amazing, like I've never really played defense before. Obviously, I played left back. Yeah, I was happy, but the praise wasn't due to. Remember, we still conceded 3 goals. So in my brain, I'm thinking, well, we conceded 3, but we won the game. It's the attackers, the midfielders that scored that take the glory. So I understand where it's coming from. Do you know what I mean? Not that we got a clean sheet on I conceded 3 goals, and naturally I'm an attacker, and I played left back, and then they put me at centre back for 2 games, bro. Conceding 3 goals ain't that shabby, but I didn't look at it like that. I just thought,
think about it like this. Yeah, it's being a defender is a thankless job. I rate it. It's like working for the NHS. It's a thankless job. Like if you think about the Barcelona game as an example, yeah, the people we give credit for in that game. Milner, Hendo, Trent, Origi. We never talk about the centre-backs or the goalie. We never talk about the centre-backs or the goalie in that game. And they played just as big of a role in us winning that game. They kept the clean sheet against Barcelona. But we never talk about them. We talk about Gini, Hendo, Origi. It's a thankless job being a centre-back. It's a thankless job. I swear that.
What name did you mention there as well? Just then. Flacco.
Trent.
You didn't mention Flacco's name.
Oh yeah, Flacco. For real. Yeah. He was one of the best players on the pitch, bro. You see what I'm saying? It's a thankless job. Yeah. Defending is a thankless job. You don't really get no ratings for it.
Defensive midfield is the dad of all positions. Make the bread, take care of the family, and get socked for Father's Day, bro. Telling you. I'm telling you.
No, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy stuff.
You might get a little stroke on your birthday. That's it, bro. Like
that's mad. That's a madness. No, they don't get the real appreciation.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's crazy.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. If we're talking about like, you should definitely be getting a stroke on your birthday. Like that should be a guarantee. Like,
but this is that's what the DM is, bro. Do you know how many times?
Boxer, no stroke. That's wild.
Brother, do you know how many times I played games? I've worked my socks off, brother. I'm seeing the flipping attackers who did nothing in the game apart from score. You did it again, bro. Shut up, bro.
Can you see the resentment?
Yes, it's done. How can I forget Zinedine?
The resentment is coming out. Can you see it, bro?
No, it is, bro.
Hundreds.
Because, Bob, I've got to put myself on the line for everything. Every 50-50. You lot do the half-ass down the line, pretending to block, but no, they still kick it down the line. Who's got to head that? Me! I've got to head that, bro. You think I can let that bounce?
He's not wrong, you know. I cannot tell you how many half-ass midfield battles I went in for in the air. On the ground, I'm all in. In the air, I was as half-assed as it gets. But I swear, after I broke my jaw, I never went in for another. What, with those people who don't care about their life? Centre-backs don't care about their life. You're mad, bro. I ain't going in for
remember, we played in an era where they weren't like ball-playing centre-backs. It was just like, they were all They were all John Terry's, bro. Let's
Yeah,
be
they were
real.
just thugs, bro. That was it, bro. They were
They're
just
all John
thugs.
Terry's, bro. Put life on the line. So even if it means like you going to shoot and my man dived in the way, like, bro, they don't care. Like, it was that kind of
100%,
era
bro.
back then.
Playing for midfield.
Remember, we played in a 4-4-2 era. That shows our age. Well, my age
100%.
anyway, and your age.
Bro,
Cal played in a.
100%.
Did you play the 4-3-3 era, Cal?
bro,
I still played in a 4-3-3 as it transitioned, but like
I played in a few formations.
I played in a 3-5-2 as well. I played in a 3-5-2, 4-4-2. I played in a diamond as well. Yeah,
I didn't enjoy playing in a 3-5-2.
I swear.
No, I didn't enjoy it. We didn't have natural centre backs, so it was a bit more tricky. But like,
Yeah,
playing in a 4-2-3-1, I was calm. But it depends on who my midfield partners are as well. If I'm got a little bit more license to get forward, or if I haven't. It depends. It depends on my role.
In my prime. I never played in a 4-2-3-1. That shows my age.
I
played
used to, in a 4-2-3-1. I used to like playing in a 10 because I could just get receive the ball, look up, and if I
reckon I could play as a 10 though. I reckon I could play as a 10.
Playing
I
as a 10
played in a
Because
4-3-3.
the ball manipulation is on point. It's on point.
Playing as a 10 is fun. I enjoy playing as a 10 because you get to turn on the ball, and especially if you have runners. If you've got runners, your game's quite easy.
Yeah.
If you
You're
can
not
pick out
gonna
a
laugh
pass,
at
your
me,
game's quite
yeah.
easy.
You're not gonna laugh at me for this. I actually played in a 4-3-3 and I got put on the wing, because it was like
No, but I know why. Because of pace.
Yeah, but do you know why I didn't like it? I was too close to the coach, just shouting at me all game. It did my fucking head in.
Oh, that happened to me.
It did my head in. I hated getting shouted at by the man. I hated playing on the wing.
It's normal. Yeah.
No, yeah, but remember, as a striker, I never got shouted at. So playing on the wing, I was like, what is this? But just constantly being shouted at.
Prima donnas,
I got shouted all the time. If I'm on the wing and the crosses were shit, I got told. Like if I wasn't tracking back, helping back the left back,
it was
told.
the tracking back I was getting shouted at.
No, but
for. Yeah,
I'm gonna say this though. I'm not trying to. I know people are gonna do. They're gonna say, Matt, to stop. Playing as a winger back in a 4-4-2 era, was not easy because you can't just do like the whole
wait for the overlap.
Like 4-3-3, you're higher up, right? And you've maybe got 3 centre mids to kind of like help you out defensively. But in a 4-4-2, bro, if you wasn't getting back and helping your left back, you're finished. You had to have endurance, bro. So the whole game, I'm going to left back, to left wing, to left back, bro. I was one of the fittest people on the team. I had to be, bro. That's how the game was played. Do you know what I mean?
Fullbacks definitely need the most stamina in football in a 4-3-3. Definitely. It's just constant up and down, up and down, up and down.
4-4-2, like 4-4-2, playing left mid.
Like Andy Robertson.
If you're Robertson type, Trent didn't have the most stamina in our team.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Henderson, but he didn't really have to come back and defend the way Robbo did, though.
I just remember thinking who the left back was, bro, and I was thinking like, broski, the coach wants me to like cover and like you remember because it was all about use your pace, yeah. Cover, help the left back out. Then obviously when an attack starts, I've now got to somehow get back up to like attack or. Do you know what I mean? Or start a move or whatever, and then I've got to try and help out the centre forward. Probably was a lot. I'm just thinking of it now. It was a lot, man.
You know what? I enjoyed playing wing because I enjoyed crossing the ball because I was orthodox. So I wasn't unorthodox winger. I was an orthodox winger. So I was actually get down the right, put the cross in. Or if you get opportunity, cut in and have a shot. I actually like crossing. It was actually quite a fun part of like play. Like I actually got a kick out of it. If I put a great ball in and like, you know, you felt proud of yourself. Be like, hey, see that ball? I mean, you're a winger, man. You know, when you just whip that ball, you're like, hey, see that cross? I kind of enjoyed it. It was different. So it was just a manager shouting at me.
And the art was being able to master crossing from. So we used to do drills, I remember. So this is how I got better. Standing cross, I was cold. But I remember when I first started, like running onto a ball and getting the cross, I used to find it difficult. And there were drills to the point where it was automatic. I didn't even need to. Obviously, I'm not no pro, but like they'll get to a point where because of repetition, and again, this is in any sport. You see when repetition repeated enough, broski, the left back will pass me the ball like is going into my path straight away, first time pass. Like cross, shall I say. Like
Do you know how harsh they were back in the day? Yeah, I remember I finished trials. I won't name the club. I finished trials of a club. I'd been there for 6 weeks, twice a week, and I remember right at the end it was like, right, such and such is going to cross the ball in. Named all the strikers, named all the wingers. If the striker didn't score the goal, you don't make the team.
Huh?
Imagine 6 weeks of trials, and it comes down to the ball in, and you have to score one chance. That's it. You don't get to like go bad cross and kick the ball out. As long as the coach believes the cross was good enough, you have to score it. Do you know how much pressure? Do you know how much pressure? I'm not even. I didn't score. I didn't make the cut. And for that particular team, and I'd had a pretty good trial.
Who was your coach? Gary Lineker.
But for some reason, that was how they determined the last part of whether you made the team. I know semi-professional football is a high level, but like, and thankfully I played for a different club afterwards. But I couldn't believe the pressure that I was. One cross, one chance, because they wanted to emulate pressure in a game. I guess I don't know what it was, but like, do you know how harsh? I felt so hard done by on the way home. I was like, so I'll ball out for 6 weeks, and then because I didn't score a cross, I don't get the position. Like, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was savage. I never felt so hard done by in my life.
That's mad still. That's
crazy.
But
anyway, hope you enjoyed that little reminisce. Let's get into the rest of the supers. Oh no, sorry. Before we finish up, Matt, yes or no? Will Xabi Alonso be Liverpool manager next year? Yes or no?
No.
Cal, yes or no, bro?
No.
Cool. And is that both under the assumption it will still be Slot? Are you both saying because you?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not doing this on purpose, by the way. This is you see, I'm trying to because my eyes been bugging me, but yeah.
So even
I'm joking. I need Slot. No, I'm joking.
Even though I might get my transfers now, Drift, you still get the last laugh because your manager stays.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know Drift's gonna be happy though.
Don't do that.
It's not staying. I know Drift gives Slot a chance.
I am not a Slot in. I am just the least annoyed at him. There's a difference.
Okay.
There's a massive difference.
Good morning, people, and it's official. Arne Slot is staying in Liverpool. When that's gonna be your video, I know it is.
Yeah, 100. This will be
the first one. Maybe I'll do it to rage bait you lot. Yeah, maybe
in the group chat. Let me do. Yeah, morning, guys. Morning, meet up. As you guys can see, Arne Slot has just signed a new Liverpool deal. People, smash that button. Let's get into this. Team Kopish, we move. I can see it, bro. Be ready. And you know what? On purpose, I just know self-subconsciously, if Slot does sign an extension, I know me and Carl are blatantly going to put in our group chat, yeah, Drift, you got this. I just know. Drift,
if Slot, the way you lot feel at this point,
it fits the agenda, though.
I feel like if Slot signs a new deal, I'm going to see Cal has left the group.
Bro, it's going to be dark.
It will be dark.
Oh, man. No, I'm not going to lie. I promise you, lot, right now, I'm saying it now, so you'll probably forget. I'm going to rage bait that. If he ever signed a new deal, I would definitely do a video acting how happy I am to rage bait ever, because I can imagine.
But be careful, because you see the chat. I'll be real with you. This is why the chat are legendary. If you mess up, when I say mess up or you go too mad, you'll lose the dressing room. I can't remember about 2 months ago. I don't know if you guys remember. We lost the dressing room. You know, the chat did not respect us. They didn't respect us. But we had to regain the trust.
I still haven't regained the dressing room, bro.
No, you have.
I still haven't regained the dressing room.
No, you have.
I haven't, man.
You have.
There's just a couple dons that rock with me now, but I haven't regained the whole dressing room.
You have, bro. No, when I say, Carl, every morning show, they used to crash out and to say mad stuff for no reason. We lost the dressing room, bro.
That still happens to me.
No, not on the same level. Yeah, every now and again, but trust me, bro.
I haven't got the dressing room, man. I ain't got the dressing room. I'm telling you, bro. From the day I did that Caicedo video, I lost the dressing room.
No, you know, Kai, you do have the dressing room, but you've got to keep bringing Cinnabons every morning.
Imran, Matt, I got you, bro. Imran's the every time. There's some madness. Imran will say something mad, then say, Matt, I got you, bro.
The only time people crash on Cal in the morning,
just don't speak on cover too tough. This is what I ain't got the dressing room back. Mine's not unconditional love. The chat can turn on me at any moment.
Look, it looks like
I
I'm
can
losing.
tell
the
anybody. Look
decimal.
what I said about drift.
Look at it, Justin's. I'm secretly learning Dutch behind everyone's back like Trent. What
Nah,
the
but-
hell is going on?
This is why we have to
What
be
is
careful.
going on here?
Don't lose the dressing room drift. So even if Slot does sign a contract extension, be careful how you say it because the chat will turn on you, bro. And there's no going back. I'm just saying.
Nah, the
I'm
rage
just saying.
bet, the
Look at
rage
the
betting
chat.
will be legendary. It will be
Look at
actually
the chat, man. They're
legendary.
legendary, bro. Trust me.
Oh man, but make sure I keep the synchronology. You know, don't give me a joke.
See, I'm saying, look, for no reason. I don't even know what I did.
Red India, is it? I don't know. Or
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
It is,
know.
I don't
Is
know,
Roberto
innit?
Di Matteo a Chelsea manager? Wait, a Chelsea man?
legend. Or
I think he
Well,
might
Chelsea,
mean legend, innit?
yeah.
In my opinion, I think you have to be a legend if
Nah.
you're Conte. Is
It's
Conte
no-
not a Chelsea legend?
No. Conte is Di Matteo, though.
I don't know if Di Matteo is, but Conte must be, no?
Conte's not a Chelsea legend.
He's only one
He
of
might
three
be.
managers who's won the league, is he not?
No, I don't think Conte.
Oh, Cal, do you know what we have to remember? How
And
we
that
see
club ain't
legends at
got no class
Liverpool.
either, man. I don't even know if Chelsea's a good
Yeah.
barometer with their class.
How we see legends at Liverpool is, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. At Chelsea, the requirements might be different. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're
like,
a
the requirements
soulless
are
club,
different,
bro, isn't
like-
it? Let's be real. So, like,
Not in a
I
banter
think-
thing,
I
Chelsea
think
fans. I'm being
Mourinho
genuine when I say that.
and
But
I think Mourinho and Ancelotti will be seen as Chelsea legends.
I don't know,
because
man.
Mourinho's
Conte
definitely a legend. I
Conte
don't
won the
know.
league in his first season. I don't see how he's not, but
Yeah, but the second season was dark, Drift.
only because
was
he got
bad.
hard done by the board.
So do you think Slot's a Liverpool legend, Drift?
I did in the summer.
You still do.
Why are you
No,
surprised though?
At the moment, there's
You
some
still
partnership with how the
do.
season is going. No.
Drift, are you still slotting?
The way that no.
He literally just clarified that like 2 minutes ago.
I just want to
What I'm
make sure,
saying.
bro.
Man ain't listening to me. Man ain't
You know
listening to
when
me
you're
at
saying
all,
that,
bro.
I thought I knew a man. Bro. I don't know, fam.
Man ain't listening to me at all.
No, but are you
Do you know
still?
what the difference is between me and you lot? Is that I don't have the disdain for him.
What do you mean, me and you lot? I just stuck up for you, bro. What we doing?
No, I'm in regards to you wanting him gone. I'm talking about in regards to you lot wanting him gone. We all want him gone, but I just don't have any disdain towards it.
The man them are
That's
calling you Van Drifty in the chat still.
You know what it is? Shall I be real? I'll be so real. Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie, that kind of bang still.
Van the
Even
Drifty,
though
bro.
Drift says he's not got in, there's a part of me, bro, that don't believe it. Remember, I've known
Yeah, but that's
you.
just because you're a menace, bro. That's why.
No, Drift, big man.
Why
Thing.
have I
I've
ever
known
said to you
you.
off camera for you to
Drift.
believe that I'm not?
Drift,
slot
I've known
out?
you for how many years? Yeah, like the longest of times, bro.
Yeah.
I know there's a part of me like you mean it, but you're a little bit unsure. If that makes sense at the same
Yeah,
time.
because I believe that there's a possibility this man is actually
I
better than
told
what
you,
people
Cal. I
think
told
he
you.
is.
I
No,
know
I
him.
think he's better than what other people do. So I'm not as angry at him as everybody else.
I
Like
know.
when I
listen,
talked, I don't even mean to name call, man, but he probably won't mind. Like when I talk to Bayesian, for example, yeah, like he admits it, like I hate this guy, get him out my club. I don't hate him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I don't have that venom for him. I'm disappointed in him, and I believe he should be moved on because I it's just come to that point where I'm like, he's not gonna be able to turn this around. But I don't have that venom. Like when I hear other people talk about him, I can feel the anger. I can see the venom. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't have that venom. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. You know what I mean? You know what it is? I feel like I'm in that situation where I'm ready for an amicable breakup and we can still be friends. Where most other people are like, fuck my ex, go to hell. Like, I feel like that is the part where do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think we could still be friends after the breakup. Everyone else is like, nah, fuck her. I'm done. Like, I'm out. Like, I never want to see her again. That's all. But we're still both breaking up. Do you get what I'm coming? Like, it's the same thing.
I hear what you're saying. I just kind of feel, like I know you're not slot in, but I know that you're more. I don't know. You're more like you're more forgiving in this situation.
This is how I started to cut it. This is how I know the chat is dark. Jamie, our brother, just messaged me, said, hang on, did Drifty say he wants to give Slot a new deal? People are telling me.
What the hell is going on?
No way, Jamie say that.
Jamie just
You see how quick things can change into lies?
Brother, we were just speaking about that like 10,
That
20
is
seconds ago.
jokes.
Darkness, you know.
jokes.
Darkness.
That's crazy.
What's my alarm going on?
I'm a changed man, you know. I don't even hate Karius anymore. I'm a changed man.
Whatever, Drifty,
That's how I know you're lying.
I don't hate Karius anymore.
Brother, you ain't got to fool me, you know.
I genuinely, I don't.
I
hate him
know
anymore.
you hate Karius, bro.
No, I'm over it. I'm a changed man. I'm over
By
it.
the way, bro, it's not you to get over it. It's Karius to get over you, bro. Karius didn't do anything to you,
I know
bro.
if you saw Karius in real life,
Karius who decides whether he forgives you or not, bro.
If
you
I
wouldn't
saw
be
him in real
disrespectful. You wouldn't be disrespectful, but when he walks off, you'd be like, yeah.
No, do you know the most the most
I know
disrespectful
you.
thing I would say to him if I ever met him was, why did you swap being a footballer for an Insta baddie? That's probably the most disrespectful thing I would say.
See, then there we go. And there we go.
This is my point.
But that's not that bad, is it?
And I reckon if you saw Arnie Slot in Oxford Circus, you would say, I still believe in
him
you.
up. You dap
You
him
still
up.
you say, I
100%.
still believe in you.
My
100%.
gaffer.
I would dap him up and say,
Mighty.
I would dap him up and say, thank you for allowing me to go to my first parade in Liverpool.
You dap him up, bro.
100%. And no shame. I would 100% dap him up and say thank you. We were all there. We all enjoyed the day. We were all on cloud nine. I would definitely thank him for that moment. 100%. I would. So if you lot saw Slot, you wouldn't greet him with like
No, so
like,
you missed the key part in that whole thing I just said. Sorry, Cal. You missed the key part in the whole thing I just said. I said Oxford Circus. Why are you in Oxford Circus? You should be managing Liverpool.
Oh, I
You
didn't
would-
even
you
hear
would
that
question
part,
that.
to be honest. I didn't
Yeah,
hear
you
that
would
part.
question that. I would.
I thought you just said I bucked up on him.
Thiago's allowed time off because this Thiago. You ain't Thiago. Why are you here, fam?
So what if I bucked him
his
during
hand.
the
All due
World
respect,
Cup? When...
I'd shake his hand, but I'm not dapping him up and having a conversation with him.
No, listen. If I saw him, it'll be like, "What's going? You right, Annie? Yeah, like that."
'Cause
But
I'm
I wouldn't.
cold,
It
man.
wouldn't. It would. I'll be real. It wouldn't be a picture thing. I'll be. This
This
is me
man
being
got
very
up the Premier
transparent.
League. You lot are cold.
Bro, I'm being
give him a
transparent.
handshake,
I don't hate Arnie Slot. You know, I don't hate
him.
him. I don't know him to hate him. How can I hate him if I don't know
I
him?
don't hate Arnie Slot.
He's not my brethren. It's not I can sit there and say, yeah, he's a bit of a. Well, I don't know him. Just as a coach, it annoys me the things he's done, and I feel like he could have changed things, but his ego and his pride wouldn't allow him. That's why I'm annoyed with him. But it doesn't mean say that I hate him, bro. I don't hate Arnie Slot. How can I hate, man? Don't hate him, bro.
No, I never said you hate him, but you're angry at him.
No, I'm annoyed at him.
It's anger. I can feel it. It's anger. It's all right.
You definitely greet him in Dutch, bro. You definitely greet him in Dutch.
Let me see what Dutch is for Wagwan.
The fact that you're looking for it tells me, yeah.
Don't act like you ain't got the app on your phone, bro. Come on, what you doing, man?
You and Slot can definitely be brethren. 100. You're in a brethren thing. I'm not in a brethren
No,
thing.
this cannot be true. Do you know how you say Wagwan in Dutch?
Go on.
Whole gap. That's wild. I ain't calling no one a hoe. That's mad.
I'm not lying, fam. Me and Slot can't be brethren. Like, yeah, it's one of them.
Anyway, let me go through these supers. Jamrock says if it's a muscular injury, that's normal from being overused in terms of Allison. Jamrock's talking about. 1 2 big up 1 2 3 says guys, Linders will be on the touchline.
That's correct.
Yeah. I thought he just got a yellow. Did he get a red?
No. Pep ban still. Yeah, Pep ban still.
Oh shit. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's literally like all of our worst nightmares are happening in one season.
we know the settings.
Bloody hell, man. Just give us a break, bro. Allow it, man. Like, we get it. We're humble in the side.
I hear it.
I'm getting punished now, but allow it. I've learned my lesson, man. Hey, who next, bro? What is going on?
Aya
no.
says Arsenal have scored 100 goals in the defensive system. There's context to it. There's definitely stockpiling against teams like Leeds and Tottenham. Is, you know what I mean? Like, and Rafa actually scored more goals than Liverpool have ever scored in the Premier League, and he was called a defensive manager. Big 1234 says, guys, heard Alonso agreement end of season for free. Oh, big up. That was based on what we're talking about. Big up, bro. Rafa was screwed over by Hicks and Gillette. Should have won the league in 08-09. United and Chelsea were outspending us too. Absolutely. Not gonna lie, Kyle and Matt have a feeling Slot's gonna stay if we make a semi-final in either of the cups. Even if he misses Champions League with the league, the path for the cups and the league are clear now. Slot knows what he has to do. No complaints. But both of those plots are very difficult. That's the thing right now. Sean says, Cal, you talk about standards, yet you keep talking like we are a mid-table team. And Liverpool aren't elite.
Shawnee, don't go anywhere, bro. When did I say we're a mid-table team? When did I say that we're not up to level?
No, I think he means when you were saying that you don't think that we're attractive.
Shawnee knows where this Vim's coming from, because Shawnee's got a lot to say every time I do a stream. Shawnee, go and tell me. Prove to me when I've said we're a mid-table team. I just said I didn't think we could get at least through in the Europa League. Tell me how that's dropping standards, Shawnee. I want to win the quad, Shawnee. Do you want to win the quad, Shawnee? Do you want to keep slots, Shawnee? Do I want to keep slots, Shawnee? Shawnee, you think I'm entitled because I want to win everything? Is that standard, Shawnee? Shawnee, you there, bro? Shawnee. Shawnee, you there? I want to win everything, Shawnee.
Are you there, bro?
You think I'm entitled?
Yeah.
I think we should be acting like a top team. Is that standard, Shawnee? Shawnee, you there? Shawnee? Nah, Shawnee? No, Shawnee? Yes, Shawnee?
That's like that.
Let me give him a chance to.
Shawnee, let me know, Shawnee. Shawnee.
Big up Ruwai, who says the round table means it seems like Slot will stay no matter what. However, at the same time, if he's their man, why didn't they back him in January?
Oh, no, I generally don't know.
If City are struggling, what are we, Drift? We're super struggling. Man just made a video saying Liv ain't shit this season, and then say City team who are in all comps are struggling. Who made a video saying Liverpool aren't shit this season? I don't know. I don't. If that's aimed at me, when did I make a video saying Liverpool aren't shit this season? That's not true.
Yeah, I don't know.
It also goes on to say Alonso ain't him. Neither is Stevie G. Kyle gets all up in his feelings if anyone says this. Slot has had Alonso's no last season and this.
No, Alonso's number, he means last season.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I like the Bartha because Bartha's cool. I don't mind Bartha. I'll ask you this then. Is Nuno better than Slot then?
Nuno Espirito?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I get the premise. I get the premise.
Cal?
I'm just asking.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Nuno's a top manager.
I never said he's not top manager. Is he better than Slot then?
Maybe. If he was given the Liverpool job, maybe.
Is the PSV manager better than Slot? Can anyone name me the PSV manager's name?
You can't use PSV, Carl. They only won one game. You need to use Oliver Glasner.
We've only beaten Alonso twice, though.
No, you need to use Glasner.
We beat them 2-0 and 1-0. PSV.
Glasner.
Oh. Dark.
Big up AMD. Mancini, Inzaghi, Dalglish, Robson, Clough, forwards who became great managers. Can't forget Cruyff, legend. Remember also Klopp before he moved into defense.
No, I agree. I'm not saying forwards though. I'm just saying I feel like there's been more midfielders, maybe in recent memory.
If I'm not mistaken though, AMD, wasn't Simone Inzaghi more of a midfielder? Or am I getting that one wrong? I think Simone was a midfielder. Pippo was the striker. Am I getting that wrong? Were they both strikers? I think Simone was a midfielder, I think.
I
And to be
can't
fair,
remember.
Mancini was a midfielder. I know like he played 10, but like Mancini also played midfield as well, right? Or am I bugging?
Yeah, well, Mancini was seen more as an attacker
Yeah.
because
He was
at
an
top 10.
attacking midfielder though. He wasn't like a striker.
For everyone pointing out that we beat Alonso 4-0 with Bayer Leverkusen, that's right as well. Glasner beat us 3 times in a row. Am I not mistaken in saying we've beaten Glasner once in 5 attempts?
Let's not do this, man.
I can't remember, you know.
We beat them last season 1-0 when Jota got the goal. They drew with us at Anfield the last game of the season. And then they beat us 3 times in a row. So 1 out of 5. Ooh, spooky.
Couple people said they would swap Glasner for Slot though.
No, but I'm just saying, because they got Glasner by that notion, by winning 3, drawing 1 and losing 1, he's on a different stratosphere to Slot. With a way worse team.
Glasgow, nah, bro. What are we doing here, man?
Spooky.
Nah.
Spooky.
Barthel also says, Mandem, follow up to the explosive VVD Salah stream where what are you scoring VVD as a player this season?
I don't know, man.
What are you scoring VVD as a captain? If Liverpool sign Kanate and keep Joey, does VVD start automatically every game next season?
I get what people are trying to do. They want to start a bigger Golda, by the way, legend. That's something that I feel like we should all jokes aside, bro. We'll do it at the end of the season because I think that's when we can give a true fair thing. So
Shit, Beige is actually in the building. Big up, Beige. Hit the likes, people. Hope everyone is blessed. Big up yourself, Beige. Big up, Beige. Always a pleasure, my bro. AMD says, "Nyamming down the wing, getting into the box takes a new meaning for the wing wizard. 6-piece and chips, boss man. All love, broski."
How are you gonna say boss man?
This is off the back of that conversation you and me had, Cal, innit? Remember when we were saying you got 1-piece chicken and chips for $1.50 back in the day?
It's so mad. You see this food thing, yeah? In fact, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah. No, otherwise, people will know it gets to you, bro.
No. It's just yeah.
Who do you hate more, Drift, Karius or Trent? On Slot, are we walking back to the train station? No. No. I'm on the train.
Bro, he just went up the escalator to get food, bro. He's back on the block. He just went up to get a little bakery.
Yeah.
A little bakery thing, bro.
Who do I hate more? Time is a healer. So at the moment, I hate Trent more.
Yeah.
I don't hate Karras anymore. Time is a healer.
All right, we believe you, bro. That's what you want.
I'm a changed man. I've had therapy. I'm over it. Big up Football Bloods every time. Says, what am I doing? 7 a.m. in the morning, heading for a morning walk, tuning into a Liverpool fan channel. Haha. Big up Kop-ish. It's always love, my G. Big up yourself,
TV, man.
Big up yourself. Man. I actually think that Football Bloods TV is definitely the biggest contributor of a rival team. Would you say? Like, if we're talking about, like, because he doesn't give us any shade, any hate.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? Like, we've got other legends in the building like George and that, but like, he'll still give, you know what I mean? He'll still like give as good as he gets. Whereas Football Bloods is never shade. It's just, you know what I'm saying? So big up yourself, G, always. And the last one is, I'm here. You sound like my wife with a deeper voice.
Surely you sound like my kids, just not cute. Like,
hey, this Shawnee cow beef is turning a bit.
I don't understand how it even started, though.
It's not beef. It's not beef. Shawnee's just always got stuff to say. So I respond.
Shawnee's moving a bit mad, though. I can't lie.
Like Shawnee's got stuff to say, then I can say stuff back, innit? If that's your wife, then Shawnee, I mean, I must not be the only person who finds you bloody annoying sometimes, bro. Maybe that's a you problem and not a me problem, Shawnee. But do your thing, bro.
I ain't getting involved in this. But you know, I just want to do 2 birthday shout outs.
Shawnee's always right. Shawnee's always right.
So hopefully he's watching. Man like Clinton Elvis, big up your damn self. You know you are, my bro. It was his birthday the other day. I mean, he's actually doing some big things as well in the football world. So we might have to revisit and give him a big up for that as well. And also Russell, who, when I started, it is now past midnight. So for both of you guys, big up your damn selves, man. Happy birthday to you guys. And if there's anyone else around the world as well celebrating their birthday, big up your damn selves, guys. Hey, this what is going on now? Man, like man, said, man said, don't act like you don't know me. Your Dutch is impeccable. Like, what is going on now? What is actually going? And do you want to know what? I wish I could learn another language. It would be Spanish if I could, but hey.
Sorry, Bartha did ask us to rate Virgil's season so far this season out of 10.
So far,
yeah,
I would give Virgil a 7, but by his high standards, maybe a 6. But maybe it's unfair to judge him against himself. So
I'd have gone 6.5 for Virgil.
Right, you're putting a lot of thought into this, Matt.
Yeah, I'm just thinking his recent performances have really let me down.
Have they?
Yeah, some of them.
He wasn't great against Wolves, but other than that, what recent performance was bad?
There's been others, bro. But again,
I think people. I'm not gonna lie. I think people have actually exaggerated.
I'll say
massively
7, but I'll be 7. But I wouldn't put it past a 6.5 either.
Fair enough. Big up Josh as always. Says RIP to the young 15 women's Oxford United Academy player over the weekend. I didn't even know anything about this, but no, RIP, man. Whoever, that's sad news, man. I don't know anything, but if she was only 15, that is mad. I mean, dying at end, but like bloody hell, that is sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, big up for that one, Josh.
So hold on, but all right, this we're gonna get. Bartha, what would you rate Virgil's? Is this Hassan's burner account? Joking, actually. Now, Bartha, all jokes aside, what would you give Virgil as a rating for this season then?
I think Virgil's in between like a 6 and a 7 because I think like I don't know. Some people might say 5 average, but I don't think he's been average. I think he's a bit better than average, but I don't know. Maybe upon reflection, 6.5. Just thinking of all the games that he's played, I was probably say 6.5.
You do realize, guys, that we this season has actually had a number, and I don't just mean 1 or 2, like a number of games where we've come in here and Virgil's been like an 8, a 9, or a 10.
No, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so when people are saying things like 7 is too high, I'm like, how?
But if also like, yeah, go.
Yeah, I'll go 6.5. Again, with all due respect. All right, so Bartha now, if you're rating Virgil a 5, what's your rating for Salah?
That's because I'll be real. 100, like.
What would you lot give Salah so far?
Salah?
So far, yeah.
Honestly? Do you know what, Bunny, I'm going to say, because we're here now, innit? A 3. And I think that might be even being generous. You guys are I'm already in the doghouse with a lot of Salah fans. So
400 going to be like player of the year last year.
You're not far off, Cal. You're not far off.
Legend.
But the fact that you haven't failed things, Matt,
he gave Salah a 3.5.
Means he hasn't played well. Because if you're having to you're basically
I'm doing it on purpose.
No, your missus has said.
No, but I'm doing it on purpose though.
Like your missus
has
said.
I'm saying all these accolades.
Was the food nice? I love you.
Not accolades, but like all these things. Like, bro, I'll be honest.
The dish work nice.
It's stinky. He's in the poor. What's our rating? 2 to 4. He's in the 2 to 4 category.
Yeah, 3.
We say, Cal, she asked you if dinner's nice, and you were like, let me see what the dessert's doing.
Let's not lie here.
We've been together for years, babes. I remember the first time we kissed, our first date. Just tell me how the meal tasted. It was too fruity. Like,
Salah's poor, that means Gakpo's in the basement, but that's another story.
That would be a real predicament to be in though if you didn't like your missus cooking, because you've got to eat it every time she makes
If you're not
it.
your missus cooking, I feel bad for you, bro. I'll be real.
Yeah, that would be mad still.
Yeah, but it's just a conversation, no? You just have, babe, I'm not really feeling it. Can we try some different dishes? I'll help you. Like, I don't think it has to be a big deal.
I can't see how that conversation would go well, but I hear you.
If she's not going to be open-minded to it, then that's a different conversation, isn't it? It's not like you're cussing her out or anything. If you're just being honest,
cuss her out, yeah. Oh hell no.
Yeah, if you're just saying, babe, I'm not really feeling it, but I can we just have a look at different recipes and that? And me personally, I don't think it's a bad thing to say.
Thankfully, I've never had that situation, but I can imagine it being a very difficult situation.
Yeah, touch wood, I've not been in that situation. Maybe that's why I can speak so about
that's
it.
What I'm saying. Like, I think that would be a lot more difficult than we realize.
Yeah, but again, I think you know me. I'm going to say certain things, whether like I prefer to be honest about it rather than just.
Honesty is important for us.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm not stupid.
Honesty is always important.
Nah, sometimes. Come on, it's true. Not all the time, bro.
I was trying to do the Undertaker tightrope. You know, Undertaker does the walk along the ropes and he jumps off, and you're really pushing the boundary. You know?
Yeah, not all the time. It's not.
Yeah, just be mindful.
There's a difference between lying and not being honest, though.
Facts.
Semantics, bro. Semantics.
It's not, because not being honest is you just not saying something sometimes.
I'm always honest. I just pick and choose how my delivery is based on how sensitive the topic is. But I'm always honest.
If that's the case, you slot in.
No, what the fuck, bro?
All right, cool. Say less. We don't believe you.
No, Matt. What's going on?
What's that Future song? We don't trust you. We don't trust you no more.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
We don't trust you.
You already know that.
We don't trust you.
If I was slotting, you know I'd be honest. You know I would. I don't care.
I feel like whenever you try to say, this is what Drift does. This is what Drift does, guys. You ready?
Because you are trying to change the narrative.
This is what Drift does. He does the whole.
I don't get it.
But you guys know most. He does like the theatric, bro. We know you kind of are. It's okay.
I just don't have any vim.
I think you're slot out, but you don't want to be slot out.
Yeah, Cal's nailed it.
No, I'm
begrudgingly you're slot out. You're like begrudgingly. You're like, I wish I wasn't slot out, man. You're one of them, man.
No.
You're one of them, man.
No, not at all. I'm slot out. In fact, you know what? Fuck you, lot.
Man's getting ready for the day, and he just didn't know, like, who am I?
I can tell he doesn't want to be slot out, but he has to.
No, fuck you, lot, man. No, no. Anyway,
why couldn't he just change? I believed in him. He wanted the Premier League. He was cold. He was sick.
Just play the diamond. Just play the diamond, Arnie. Just play the diamond.
Bro, I hear it, you know.
I get it. You lot both came in black. It was, you tried to bury me today. All right, full fair play. I get it. Big up. I give you like that. But anything. Hold on. I think we got another super. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here, but actually here. So if Mo is a free, Isak is a -1 million. The real problem.
Bro,
out on him.
I'll be real. This guy's hate for Isak is is
there previous? Is there
never quavered? Yeah, bro.
Yeah, for weeks.
I think it's a joke, but he always says that Isak is trash. We never should have signed him.
No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. You don't rate it.
Oh, is he being serious first?
Deadly serious.
Fair enough. Anything you guys want to promote that you got coming up in the next 24 hours?
I'm just gonna do a Monty's channel now.
You still there, Cal?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay.
I'm just wiping my nose. I'm gonna be on Monty's channel now, and then got some MMA videos tomorrow.
So make sure you get over there, guys. Hopefully you guys are already subscribed to the Sanderson Show. Make sure you go and get that done. Also, while we're here, shameless plug, Matt One Show and Drifty TV. I'm not sure why we are both still on only 3,000.
In it.
I thought the
Nah.
people that got us to 5 at least, Matt. You know what I mean? Like, at least
Isn't
5.
it, bro? This
You know
gets
what
the
I'm saying?
5.
Like, they don't love us, bro. They don't rate us. It's all
Yeah,
right.
it's mad. You're moving like slot. But now, all jokes aside, though, chat. What am I doing? No, Wednesday. No, Liverpool's playing tomorrow, or should I say now, Tuesday? Because in the UK it's Tuesday. Yeah, so we're playing. Liverpool's playing today, but on Wednesday I'll be doing the Real Madrid City game on Wednesday. So people go over to the Mat One Show and big up, and you don't know already. We're gonna see what I go on.
And you know, obviously, you guys know it is the early game, just in case anyone forgot. We are at the 5:45 kickoff tomorrow for the Champions League, so make sure you're there from earlier. And then I will be doing a Champions League goal show. Following that, we'll be catch up with all the goals from the games. We've got Barcelona, Newcastle was the main headline, and let's see if Tottenham can continue to play well in Europe while getting relegated. So yeah, make sure you come and join us, guys. So make sure in the Sanderson show tomorrow and follow Cal over to Big Six Pants right now. Big up Monster and the man them over there. And obviously tomorrow you'll have
Well, early kickoff tomorrow, innit? 5:45.
5:45, yeah. Early kickoff.
I worry about that. I don't know whether they're trying to get us ready for Thursday night.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. I don't know what time it is in Turkey in terms of I think there's a 1 hour time difference in Turkey, right, to England. It might be a bit better if the game is earlier in the day away. Like, can you imagine like an 8 p.m. game in Galatasaray, bro?
I hear it.
You know what I mean? Like, it might be a bit. It might actually help us a little bit having that earlier kickoff. For the hostility of the crowd. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, no. Appreciate you guys. Love as always, man. Thank you for rocking with us for this. Hope you lot enjoyed the show. And lastly, but not least, if you scan that QR code in the top left-hand corner of the screen, it will take you through to our sponsor for the show, for the channel, which is okjersey.com. Big up them guys. Top quality shirts for an absolute affordable price. Absolute legends over there. And guys, so they know you came for us as well. Don't forget, if you add that code Kopish, it helps us with our sponsorship with them. So big up to them guys over there. Make sure you go and get it done. And like I said, I will be wearing that Senegal kit. I can't wait to receive that Senegal kit, man. It's such a cute kit. Mr. T also says, we are all wearing the I don't understand the slot hate video just going to upload. Big up. Sorry, we're all waiting, for the... Guys, if I wanted to be slot... Like, I'm not even expecting... Fuck all of you, man. We're out of here, man. Big up your damn self.
Get your predictions in as well, people, before kickoff for tomorrow's game. Make sure you do that. You know,
Actually, do you know what? Let me remind you.
I'm posting a link now. I'm posting a link.
Yeah. Big up, Matt, for actually reminding me. Big up yourself, bro, for that. Let me actually share this.
You can win up to $436. Also, if you enter that competition, you get put into another competition where you can win up to $25,000 as well. No cap. Like you win.
So guys, I can't see my screen. Can you guys see the big up screen right now?
Yeah. Do you want me to? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. So guys, as you can see, here is our upcoming game. If you hit the link that Cal's putting in the description, that'll bring you through. But you can see it's here. If you see the side menu here, you can see you've got all the options. If you click on games right here, people, first right there, Galatasaray versus Liverpool is the first one. If you click on that, it will bring you through. And then this is how you can play the prediction game with us, guys. You can pick minimum of 2 and up to 4 choices out of the ones that you have here. For example, will Szoboszlai have a shot on target? Either click yes or no as an example. It'll bring it up. And then as you grow, you'll see the chances going up and the amount you put in will double, triple as you go along, guys. And as Matt said, you will also be entered into the monthly prize draw for $25,000. And who could not win $25,000? Because I know we all could do with $25,000.
I'm gonna be real, shameless plug. I'm entering the competition. Just let you guys know. If I win the 25,000, yes, I will take a break from YouTube. You heard it here. Right? I'm just being honest. I'm being transparent. I'm just being honest. I will take a month off, whatever it is, however long.
You've heard it here first. He's gonna desert us for money, guys. So.
Damn straight now, I'm joking.
Make sure you get over and get involved, guys, and join in with a chance to be involved in both competitions. So yeah, big up everyone on that one. But yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure rocking with us. For you rocking with us, we hope we'll see you tomorrow for the watch along, and we are out of here, people. Peace.
Big game tomorrow, people.